Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the courtyard. Your Norwell Knights at home this evening against East Noble, an NE8 opponent who's having a very good season, one of the best quarterbacks in the area. This is Greg Van Meter, along with Matt and Reese Schwartz this evening. The Knights trying to put together a second win on the season. Their first win was week 2 at Heritage, and since then, Matt, they've fallen on some tough times.
And they played some of the higher end, teams in the league too. So take that into consideration. New Haven was a tough team to start. Leo. There's really not a night to take off in the NE8 conference anymore. So they're going to have to bring it again tonight if they want to compete with East Noble. Yeah, East Noble with one of the better quarterbacks in the area. You think about is it Jaya from Homestead, and then this young man, and I can't think of his name. It's McCormick.
McCormick, yeah. I knew it was MC something.
Yeah, McCormick, and he's committed to Indiana State. I remember seeing him at a lot of schools last year when we were making the rounds, and I'm sure he got recruited by a lot of schools, and he decided on Indiana State. So got a really good arm, can really throw the ball. And he's also got good wheels. So, if they get him flushed out of the pocket, they can't just relax because he'll take off too.
Yeah, he can throw it and he can run it. There is no doubt about that. I know I've been watching him now. I don't know that he got any reps as a freshman, but
well, he did. He started as a freshman, but he only lasted a couple of plays because he had a freshman mistake down here and kind of lost his cool and got thrown out of the game. But they brought in they put in another a junior, and my goodness, he had a record night, I think, that night. But
that's right. I remember that.
I think though, that's you're talking 15-year-old now, probably 18, so some maturity's probably sat in there, and probably won't make those mistakes anymore.
Well, I know even as a sophomore 2 years ago, which was the last time I saw him, I think I did the game last year up at East Noble. He's an electric player, very athletic, and you got to be pretty talented to get to a school like Indiana State.
Right, and he also has a nice cast of guys to throw the ball to as well. I know one of them from last year was one of the area leaders in receptions and touchdowns. So East Noble just kind of reloads every year, so they have good numbers. They've had some success the last, 5-6 years, and that's what happens when you start having successful programs. Guys keep coming out.
Well, we weren't able to get the starters before the game started. Derek doesn't have a wireless connection. I had to lend him my hotspot. But we'll talk about as many guys as we can here in the pregame, and then, of course, throughout the game. I will tell you, Matt, I'm a little concerned for the boys tonight. Heat index was in the upper 90s today. Hopefully that cloud cover that we currently have, it's kind of hazy right now, but hopefully we get some cloud cover here quickly because it is really warm.
Yeah, and it's really warm up here in the press box. It's warm out. It's just a warm, unseasonable day here in Indiana. Hopefully the boys have all hydrated this week. It doesn't just start today. It starts a couple nights ago.
Right.
So I'm sure they've done that, and I wouldn't be surprised. We'll probably have some timeouts with some cramping, and maybe we'll go back to some of them August rules where referees have a mandated water break, a minute or something in each quarter, just to rehydrate everybody.
I was talking to Rob Moon, of course, a former coach here, had a couple boys play. He was telling me the same thing, that the officials, once the game starts, they actually have the ability at their discretion to give breaks, call timeouts that are not charged to either team. And really, whether it's ice, water, both, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and I would imagine we'll see that some tonight. So you don't want anybody having a heat stroke or cramping up. But like I said, hopefully they've hydrated this week and got themselves prepared for tonight.
And the odd thing about tonight, now, when we were at Eastbrook last year, the first game of the year, it was hot, but it was not nearly this humid.
Yeah, so humid. This feels like middle of July.
It does.
Instead of the end of September.
And of course, East Noble at a distinct advantage in this kind of a game. They got a lot more players.
They have a lot more players. They also they throw the ball a lot more than what Norwell will. So incomplete passes, obviously, that will stop the clock. Maybe they can, I don't know if that's an advantage or a disadvantage when it comes to the weather being this warm or not.
Well, East Noble has won the coin toss. They have elected to defer to the second half. So Norwell will receive, and they'll receive on the west side of the field. We'll take a quick break and be right back with football action here from the courtyard. Thanks for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com. Welcome back to the courtyard, and I don't believe folks at home heard that ad. We're just about ready for kickoff here. Norwell in their home navy blue helmets, jerseys, and pants, gold numbers. East Noble in their traveling, I would say, medium blue pants, white jerseys, dark numbers, easy to see. Blue helmets. Their uniforms actually very similar to Homestead.
Yeah, they do kind of look like Homestead.
Same colors. And there's the kick. It'll be fielded at about the 16-yard line. I believe that's Riley.
That's Riley.
Yep, and he's out across the 30. That's where the Knights will start.
Now, last week, Norwell made a quarterback change in the second half, and Belden Glasgow started the second half. Thought he played pretty well. So maybe today we might see a combination of the two here today. But it looks like Taylor's going to start it off for us tonight.
Joe Taylor, the junior, who has gotten the vast majority of snaps as the quarterback. He'll throw it on first down here. And he's got a man open and just underthrew him. His intended target was Garrison Breggy. And we have if we can get a shot of it, Reese, we have a ton of cheerleaders on the track tonight. It's, see if we can get a quick view of them. There's a few. And I believe they had their junior camp this week. There's got to be close to 100 little girls out there. They're making noise, that's for sure. Thank you, Reese.
Good protection by the guys up front there on that first play. Plenty of time for him to throw.
Certainly. 2nd and 10 now for the Knights. And he hands it off to Ringer, and I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think he might have lost a few there.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a yard.
That's the thing I've noticed this year with Norwell's guys up front. It seems like the pass protection is a lot better than their run blocking. I don't know. I can't explain that reason. But they haven't been as successful running the ball between the tackles.
Yeah, they really, this will be the 4th game I've done this year, and that has not been a strong point. Most of the big plays they've had have been to the outside.
Right.
Taylor is throwing again here on 3rd down. Over the middle, nice pass, nice catch.
Christian Bojado on the reception went down and got the ball, made a nice diving catch. It's going to be enough for a Norwell first down.
Well, and, Joe really, he threw that where he had to, because I think if that pass would have been up, it would have been broken up.
Or picked off.
Yep. Good play on both ends as the Knights pick up their first down. Now out to the 45-yard line. 2 receivers split to each side. And Ringer in the backfield with Taylor. Ringer gets the football.
Nice hole. I should talk bad about the line more often. There's a nice hole sitting right here. You can see that open right up. You could have drove a truck through there, and Ringer had a nice pickup on first down.
Pickup of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Knights right at midfield.
Whenever you can get 5 or 6 yards on first down, it kind of takes the pressure off the second down a little bit.
Absolutely. Reese, did you miss me the last couple weeks? Yeah. You didn't sell that very well, Reese.
He said totally.
2nd and 5. Taylor back to pass again, and it's Ringer hauling it in, gets across midfield, maybe picks up a couple of yards.
Going to set up a short third down, about 3rd and 2 maybe.
Yep.
This is where you just need to buckle down as a lineman and just bite that mouthpiece and let's get 2 yards here. Keep this drive alive here.
I know East Noble heavy favorites tonight, according to the Pig anyway.
East
New Sentinel Pig.
Lost last week to Leo, and I don't think they were expecting to get beat by Leo, so I figured they might come out here tonight a little ticked off from last week. And
Leo has exceeded expectations.
Oh boy,
I mean,
man,
they went overtime with New Haven.
When they were here, boy, they looked awfully tough. Hard count. East Noble jumps. That's going to be an automatic first down for Norwell.
Good job by Taylor to draw the East Noble line offside. Still waiting on it. There he is. Oh, they call it on Norwell.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. I didn't see anybody flinch on Norwell's side.
I didn't either.
I saw the East Noble guy come all the way across the ball.
Well, that'll make it 3rd and 7.
Those are the kind of mistakes you just can't. I didn't see it, but it kills the drive.
Well, it sure can. It probably changes the play.
Oh, sure does. It's probably, now we're going to be in a throwing situation where that was going to be a running down.
Taylor he does throw, and oh boy, timing was a little off on that as number 17, and he's not in the program. There is no 17 in the program. But boy, he had a good shot at it. Oh, I had the wrong side up there. Damian Boker.
Yeah, he probably should have picked it off. Probably caught him off guard.
I was going to say, I think he was surprised to see the ball coming at him. The Knights will punt here with Riley.
Hayden Jones is deep for East Noble. I've seen him on the highlight zone a few times this year. Take some back already. So
really?
Kick it away from him. Nice kick.
Pretty good kick. Jones signals for the fair catch. It'll be down at about the 25-yard line, and that's where the East Noble Knights will start their first drive of the evening.
I thought that possibly Hayden Jones from Carroll had transferred to East Noble, but I don't think that's the same one.
Different Hayden Jones. Let's see, what's his number?
5. He's only a sophomore.
Yeah. Jones at Carroll is a senior this year. That whole group's, that's an excellent group of ball players right there.
Ginder.
Yep.
And Lebemoff.
Yep. Jones is committed to Mississippi State.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. He's a catcher. And I don't think they've ever used him to pitch, have they?
No, they've never had to.
Yeah.
Big first down run there for East Noble. I got to get that guy's number.
30 looks like, maybe.
Is it 30?
Is it 30 or 10?
No, I think it's 30.
30.
Dave Heil.
Yep.
Junior, 5'8", 175.
Solidly built for his height. Nice pickup there of about 8 yards. McCormick back to pass. He's going deep.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty.
And it's going to be well over the intended receiver's head. I think is that number 6?
Yeah, Belden.
5, okay.
Belden Glasgow was beat and kind of grabbed a little bit of shirt there, and referee saw it, and that's going to be a pass interference on Norwell. So 2 big penalties that's hurt Norwell already.
Well, Jones, you can tell he's got explosive speed. He's going to be tough to keep up with tonight. First down for the East Noble squad out to their own 48. 8:25 left here in this first quarter. And it is still smoking hot. I'm just sweating. Well, there's another flag. is offside on Norwell. So Norwell encroaching across the line of scrimmage. It'll be 1st and 5 now, and Norwell with some real difficulty with flags here to start out, Matt.
They might go deep right here.
27 in motion, and it's a little shovel pass to him.
Good pursuit by Bryce Kelly. Made a nice play there.
Picked up maybe 3. Harshberger carrying that one. Caden is a junior. Riley credited with the tackle for the Knights.
2nd and 2 on the 44.
Another handoff. Oh, boy, and all kinds of room.
First
nice
down.
gain for, well, it was Heil again.
Yeah, Heil's going to be the workhorse.
Yeah.
He, too. I've seen him on the on TV, on a lot of highlights with him as well. Not a big guy, built low to the ground, but he's pretty solid. 175 pounds, 5'8".
Yeah, that's pretty thick for 5'8". McCormick rolls out, has a receiver open at the 32.
85.
Drew Devers was with the reception there.
Tall senior, 6'4".
Yeah, he's thin.
Nice target.
First down again for the Knights of East Noble. Ball spotted at the 27. McCormick now checks the sideline to see what the play is. And he'll quick pass over the middle. Open is Harshberger, and he is going to get into the end zone. Carried a couple tacklers with him the last few yards, and nice hard run there after the catch.
Kalen Hirschberger. Another nice throw, nice catch. Had to go up and get it, and then broke several tackles to get into the end zone.
Well, McCormick hit him right in stride for a 6-0 lead for East Noble. Marched down the field pretty easily there. Of course, the couple of penalties didn't help anything for Norwell.
Yeah, helped them out a little bit. They're going to go for 2 here.
McCormick, shovel pass, and into the end zone was 82, I believe. That's Griffin Daffern Kobler. Griffin Daffern Kobler. That's 3 last names. He's a senior, 6'2", 215. Listed as a tight end linebacker, and just took the little shovel pass from great timing on
Beautiful
that pass.
Play. Nice setup. Don't understand why they didn't kick it, but that's kind of East Noble style, I think.
Yeah. They may just not have a very good kicker.
No, East Noble, if they can put 80 on you, they'll put 80 on you.
Oh, well, that is true. Yeah, definitely.
Just pretty much the reputation that they have.
It is their MO.
So it never really breaks my heart when I see them get beat.
Spoken like a true fan.
In anything.
There you go. Well, they don't win much in anything except for football.
We don't have an East Noble voice, do we?
I don't think so,
okay,
but they're obvious. There could be East Noble folks watching and listening.
Well, that's Greg Van Meter. 260.
Yeah. Well, we've got a little bit. I think this is one of those breaks we talked about, Matt. They're giving each squad a couple extra minutes here to get a good long drink of water, try to cool off a little bit. A hydration break.
There we go. And I think
That's
I'll
the
take one of
technical
those
term. We never had those. And in fact, I remember when we were growing up playing, drinking water was seen as a sign of weakness.
Yeah, totally.
Which makes no sense.
No, I can remember, when I played in the 80s, you didn't get, you're not getting a drink. It was a punishment. You're not getting a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Now you could really get yourself into a lot of trouble if you're not.
That's for sure.
That doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to get.
Yeah, I don't know where that ever came from.
Yeah.
77?
Is that the kicker? No, 17.
17, okay.
Damian Boker. We've called his name on it.
Yes, we have. He's a senior as well. And a pretty good kick. Riley fields it at about the 10-yard line.
Nice collision there.
And he's going to be hauled down at about the 23-24 line. A jersey tackle there by, is that Buzzer? Is that what he said? I'm not sure what he said.
I can barely read.
I didn't see his number.
Got to hold these up so I can see.
Yeah. We've only got one East Noble sheet between the two of us. Coming down from Fort Wayne. It rained.
It looked cloudy up that way.
Yeah, and it didn't rain long. It rained. Ringer gets the call on first down and didn't gain much yardage, if any. In fact, he lost a yard. That'll make it 2nd and 11 for the Knights. 7:19 left here in the first quarter. But I was stopped there at the intersection of Hessen Castle and 27.
Okay.
Big old drops of rain started coming down, and it rained pretty hard. By the time I got to 469 on 27, of course, to head east towards Ossian, it had stopped.
It clouded up. What time was
wasn't
that?
much to it. That would have been probably quarter till, maybe, right around that time, quarter till 6. Taylor back to pass, looking left. He flips out into the flat to Ringer. Ringer.
Got to keep running hard, Ringer.
Yeah, good pursuit by the East Noble Knights.
I think if Carson keeps running hard, he might pick up a few more yards. He was going to make a cut, but then never made the cut. Good play. Positive yards. It was about a 6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and 8, it says. Well, now they move it back. 3rd and 9 as the ball's spotted on the 25. I thought it was going to be spotted about the 23. And Bohata running the play in. Taylor is not going to run all the plays in tonight.
Yeah, I don't understand that still.
That's East Noble, of course, they just look to the sideline for their plays, and boy, Taylor took a shot from number 9.
I don't think that felt very good. Holding his right leg.
Number 5 for East Noble is Hayden Jones.
Took a pad right to the thigh. Or one of those old-fashioned froggings.
Ouch. That was Jack Herber on the tackle. I'm sorry. Number 9.
Oh, those hurt so bad.
Riley back to punt for the second time. Jones alone deep back at about the 40-yard line.
That's going to be a penalty. Ran into the kicker.
Yeah, that was a pretty good kick. Had a little bit of a spiral to it. So the Knights will...
So now is that going to be a running into the kicker, or is it going to be...
falling into the kicker?
Yeah, they were going for the block. There was no doubt about it. That looks like that might be the 15-yard personal foul. That'll be a first down for Norwell, so they'll bring their offense back out on the field.
Well, East Noble picks up their first flag of any consequence, and it's going to keep Norwell's drive alive.
And Joe is still getting worked on, so Belden Glasgow is going to take this series behind center for Norwell.
Glasgow, number 18. And he is just a sophomore.
And Belden's really athletic, and he's got a live arm. Just sometimes he gets a little out of control. I think that might just be because he's a sophomore.
Sure.
But he's a real good athlete.
Well, I was impressed with him on the baseball field last year.
He kept it. I thought he had that one on.
That was a great fake because I thought Ringer had the football.
Yeah, I did too.
Picked up about a yard going over the right side. Bring up 2nd and 9.
I think his bread and butter, his go-to sport's going to be baseball as well. Does he have a nice swing, a left-handed swing?
Yeah, pretty. Belden, any idea what the origins of that are? That's
I have no idea.
Unusual first name.
I'll have to ask his mom and dad.
I wonder if that's Irish, because I think Glasgow is Irish, isn't it? Reese?
That's
what?
Reese.
You don't know that? You don't know your Irish genealogy? Glasgow rolling left. Oh, my goodness. Good arm. And Garrison Breggy couldn't get downfield as number 3 for East Noble just kind of stood in his way, and no flag on the play.
You kind of have to give the guy a shot to get there, don't you?
Well, I don't know if he stopped.
Kind of like a screen. This was not going to.
That's what it looked like. It looked like a pick on the basketball floor. 3rd and 9.
Belden's back in there here.
I'll tell you what, that was a good throw.
Yeah, he's got a great arm. I tell you, I remember watching him a couple times last year in the freshman games, and he can really wing it. Bad snap.
Tough snap, but good hands by Glasgow. He goes along down the right side this time, and it's hauled in at the 30-yard line of the East Noble Knights. Boy, nice
Eli Riley
adjustment.
Yeah.
He really had to come back for that ball a little bit. It was over his right shoulder, and good body control by Eli there.
Yeah, nice of him to see that. The ball was kind of held up. One thing, he didn't give that away either. He didn't kept his head digging downfield, kind of stopped and came back to the ball. Picked up a nice first down, big first down for Norwell at the 30.
Well, that's one of their longest plays from the line of scrimmage all year that I've seen. First and 10 for the Knights from the East Noble 30.
Here's Riley
Hand off to Riley. Riley over the left side. Picked up a couple of yards. Down to about the 28.
Well, I can't wait to see him get some weight on him.
Yeah.
Here in a couple years, he's going to be breaking those. Just a freshman.
Just a freshman. He's listed at 5'10", 132.
And I'm telling you, Greg, I saw him at the middle school game last week, and that might be
generous.
Man, yeah.
Well, it's tough to tell with the pads on, but obviously he's a freshman,
right,
and there just aren't very many. Now, the one freshman last year, basketball player, Glasgow back to pass again. That ball kind of slipped out of his hands, and it falls harmlessly between two East Noble Knights and Riley over there.
Geiger boy.
Geiger, yeah. He's built like seniors, freshman.
Right.
You just don't see that very often.
Curtis Blackwell was that way.
Yep. Good call.
Even farther back, I thought that Darren Archibald was built kind of like that. He came in, was able to play. But those are really gifted.
Yeah. Unusual.
Go on to play Division I basketball and football. Pearson.
Yep. Pearson was big as a freshman.
Wide open. It's going to be a first down. Really nice fake.
Boy,
I thought that
had me faked out.
Yeah. That was an excellent fake to Ringer. Ringer got clobbered.
Riley with a good catch on that far side. Another first down.
Figure out what's going on over here. Was there a flag?
Well, the chains have not moved.
There we go, first down. What a great play action by Belden there. I totally fooled the East Noble Knights.
Fooled me.
Me too. What an athletic play, though.
3:15 left in this first quarter. Glasgow calling the plays. He looks downfield. Boy, that's a good, well-thrown ball.
Now, that side judge over there had his hand on his back pocket and then decided not to throw it.
That was Bohada as the intended receiver. But, boy, that was a well-thrown ball.
He throws the ball really well. It's on a line, tight spiral. I don't know if he pitches any or not, but he can really throw it.
I don't know. I'm going to see Coach McLean after the game. Let me borrow a cooler, and they're going to Purdue tomorrow.
Okay.
So, homecoming, play Michigan. I wouldn't know that had I not been told. Glasgow. Quick pitch to Ringer. Ringer looking
nice
for
cut.
room. Cuts upfield and picks up a couple of yards.
I know Purdue's a lot better this year than last year.
Yeah, they are.
But I think they're going to get a dose of reality tomorrow when they play Michigan. I don't care if it's homecoming or not.
Third and 9 here for the Knights. Yeah, Michigan always tough.
And I hate Purdue. So
Joe Taylor on the sideline kind of sprinting up and down.
I take that back. I don't hate Purdue. There's a lot of kids.
Oh, you don't hate anybody, man. I know that. Except East Noble.
I'm not a big fan of East Noble.
Just kidding, folks. As Glasgow fakes, he's being chased by most of the East Noble team, and he's dropped for a loss, depending on where they decide his forward motion was stopped there. Well, actually, got back to the line of scrimmage. Knights are going to go for it here. 4th and 9 from the East Noble 15. They've had a nice drive.
I can remember taking Colin to one of his first big-time college football games, and we went to the Notre Dame-Purdue game. It was at Purdue.
Okay.
And a bunch of my friends are Purdue grads, and they had a nice big tailgate party going on. I tried to tell Colin, I'll just be cool. You know, this 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid.
Right.
Just don't be, just keep it under control about that. I know you don't like Purdue. we weren't there more than 10 seconds, and he already told somebody that he did not like Purdue.
That's funny.
So they just ragged him the rest of the morning.
Well, time out here. The Knights of Norwell called it. We'll take a quick break here from the bowling center and be right back.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 youth per team, or 2 youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Well, big play here for Norwell. A minute 45 left in the first quarter. 4th and 9, trailing East Noble by 8. Glasgow and Ringer in the backfield. And the officials say we're ready to go. 4th and 9. Glasgow back to pass. Looks left, and it's through the hands of Mason Dehoff.
Another sophomore.
Yeah. They're going to be good in a couple of years.
Yeah, he can really scoot, too. When he gets out to the open, he's going to be like one of these guys that we're seeing that's 5'8", 175 pounds.
Right.
And bounce off a guy. He can create some space.
Well, he took a lick after that
he sure did.
Pass went through. He's a tough kid, though. I've seen him bleeding and just keep going.
He's had a terrible one summer. He got hit with a line drive right in the
over
eye.
at Uniondale. Yep, almost lost a vision in that eye.
Yeah.
Fine today, though, which was kind of a miracle. Little shovel pass to 27. Still on his feet. Yeah, they're going to throw a flag on that one. There's a block in the back.
That's coming back. Should have had him tackled in the backfield.
The good news is he's going to be worn out.
Yeah, and they're going to call a personal foul on that guy for unprotected or defenseless penalties. Where if your guy doesn't see it coming and you lay him out, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, right. That used to be I don't know if that would have been would have been a crackback, but you didn't have to worry about somebody seeing you back in the day.
Right.
But I mean, we weren't near as big and fast as these kids are today either.
It's just like natural instinct, though. If you have a guy and it happens so fast. I don't think that one was any like the guy was trying to hurt anybody or anything like that. It was it's a nice block, but you just can't do it anymore.
Nope.
Personal foul too. That's going to take them back to about the 5.
Well, looks like they're going to mark it on about the 9-10 yard line.
Spot of the foul.
Yeah. So
he should have been tackled several times.
Yeah, he should have been.
Anyways, we got to wrap up.
About first and 15, 16 yards here for East Noble. As deep in their own side of the field as they've had tonight. Aaron Judge hit his 46th home run tonight, 469 feet. The pass is complete to
Hayden Jones. Yeah, normally when Judge hits him, man, there's no doubt.
Oh, my goodness.
He doesn't get cheated on any of his swings.
He does not. He won the other day, 490 feet.
That's like one of my tee shots.
Yeah. You have to use a Titleist to get it that far. As a handoff again, it's to, I think that's 30 again.
And 30.
Yep,
Hayden. Is it Heil?
Heil, yep. 49.7 seconds left in this first quarter. Well, and how about did you see the moonshot that Gallo hit the other night?
I heard it, but I didn't see it.
They were playing in the Angels and almost went over the grass in dead center field. McCormick keeps it. Now he passes it, and it's through the hands of 27, Caden Harshberger. Now, he was awfully close to being past the line of scrimmage.
I thought so, too.
That's a lot tougher call at the high school level. Regardless, it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for East Noble. East Noble, of course, brought their radio crew this evening as Joe Taylor continues to warm up on the sideline. Looks like he's moving pretty well now. McCormick is going to throw it again. Harshberger is the receiver.
Coming back.
Yep, and that's going to be another illegal block.
There it is. I mean, there were several years ago, Greg, and I think it was me and you. We were up at East Noble, and they had over 200 yards in penalties.
Yeah.
And they're well on their way again. I mean, they could really be good if they could
clean it up.
Yeah. But, hey, it's the way they're.
Chevy Wright was the one with the illegal block right here. I mean, it was easy for us to see. It was right in front of us. But they are racking up the. Well, they're calling a holding.
You know, that was real
similar. It was just an illegal block.
Similar to the play that one down here when we threw the ball, and it was the same kind of a deal.
Yep.
And they call the holding this time. So, well, we'll take it.
Ball spotted at the 22. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I'm really surprised that East Noble hasn't taken a couple shots deep down the field.
The play is blue. As I happen to see the poster that time. It's a little swing pass out to the left. And they're going to say it with, nope. That was awfully close to a lateral.
Nice pursuit by the Norwell. That was heads-up play. I didn't see which defender. Was that Bohada that went in after it? Thought maybe.
I think so,
It's a big play here for Norwell. It'd be nice to get a stop here, get the ball back. Played a pretty good first quarter.
3rd and 10. McCormick back to pass, looks left, and nice catch.
It's going to be enough for a first
great
down.
Catch. Hayden Jones went up and hauled it in between two Norwell defenders, and that will move the chains as he was tackled at the 39. Boy, well-thrown ball there.
Yeah, just a dart.
Great catch, too. Jones, he's just a sophomore, isn't he?
Yes.
McCormick with the handoff. I believe that's Heil again. He'll be stacked up, maybe a yard gain.
That's going to end the first quarter.
At the end of one, here at the courtyard, Norwell trails East Noble 8-0. We'll take a break and be back after these words from our sponsors.
Troxel Equipment Company, a family-owned business, is dedicated to making you a satisfied customer with the best possible equipment, parts, and service. 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash. You can find a full line of John Deere equipment, mowers and generators from Honda, blowers and chainsaws by Steel. Experience superior service and selection at Troxel Equipment, your solutions dealer. Find them online at troxelequipment.com.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Welcome back to the courtyard. The Knights trailing the East Noble Knights 8-0. If you were with us during pregame, of course, the pregame was sponsored by Billy Ann Supper Pub. Billy Ann Supper Pub in downtown Bluffton is your local source for Tex-Mex and American food and some of the best burgers in the area. Located at 113 North Main Street. And the starting lineups that we didn't have are brought to you by the First Bank of Bern. If you're looking for a local bank you can really depend on, come to First Bank of Bern. They provide service that other banks can only dream about with 8 convenient locations near you. The Knights with the East Noble Knights, that is, with the football, 2nd and 8 on their own 40. And that ball is handed off to number 82. Griffin Daffern Kobler.
Nice play by Cole Lewison. Made the initial hit, kind of held him up, and a couple other guys came in for a gang tackle there. So
looks like he gained maybe a yard. 3rd and 7 on the scoreboard.
Looks like somebody's coming off for Norwell. What is the matter with this guy over here? The guy was coming off the field, looking right at that referee, and he would not blow the whistle for equipment. That's why Coach Gerber's so upset with him.
And they're still going back and forth. In the heat and humidity, tempers flaring.
Well, I mean, it's right in front of the guy.
I didn't see it, Matt. Who was it coming
22
off?
for Norwell.
Okay.
There's something wrong with his helmet, and he was talking to that, like, hey, there's something wrong with my helmet. And he was walking
gotcha.
off, and Coach was like, and he wouldn't blow the whistle. And they finally did. Sometimes they got to wake up a little bit.
Well, I don't have a 22 on this particular roster. It may be on that one, though, Matt.
Maybe it wasn't 22. And Norwell needs to make a bigger lineup for me here because I can't read that.
That is small print, isn't it?
I'm like, my goodness.
Thank God I've got my left reading contact in.
It might have been Ringer. That's the closest to 23.
Ringer's 23.
Yeah, we'll take it. It was Ringer.
Well, we'll call it Ringer. Plays on both sides of the ball. And, that's going to be the tough thing for the Knights tonight in the second half. They have so many kids playing both ways. Breggy, Riley, Ringer, Bohata.
See, Mayorga is getting some snaps tonight. He's been hurt quite a bit this year, so he's out here on the
near side. McCormick rolling right, throws on the run.
No catch.
And incomplete. Boy, almost a heck of a catch out there by Hayden Jones. And
so you got one guy says that he caught it, another guy says that he didn't. These guys need to get on the same page here.
What do you think that is? Heat stroke?
I don't know what it is. Or I caught something else.
Well, it's fourth and a long 6 for East Noble.
I'm really not one of those guys that likes to complain about the officiating because it's usually not. But that's just not paying attention stuff.
Yeah, it usually goes both ways, doesn't it?
Yes, and it has.
They're bad, but they're bad both ways. And McCormick with a quick kick.
Riley, fair catch signal.
Oh, no, he
jump
needs
on
to
it.
get on it.
Okay, we got it. Again, he blew the whistle, so another mistake. So he blew the whistle, and when it hit Riley, again, that's a live ball.
Yeah.
These guys need to sharpen up their game here a little bit, too. If there's anybody here that's watching these guys for maybe a sectional game or a playoff game later on in the year, they're not doing themselves any favors.
They're not scoring any points, are they?
No. My dad was a basketball official in Indiana for 25 years or so, and I didn't know that they actually do that. But there are guys that sit in the stands and they grade these guys, and that's how they get their postseason games.
Yeah, I've run it now, not so much in football because I don't know the guys, but certainly in baseball and basketball, I've seen a number of evaluators.
Right.
Typically, just more senior officials who aren't particularly working on that night, or they're getting paid to evaluate.
Right. Or retired guys.
Yeah, that happens too, yeah. Well, Norwell's got the football, 1st and 10. Ball's at their...
Did they call a timeout here? Or?
Ball's at the 23. No, it's a glasses-fitting timeout for that back judge.
Well, good first quarter for Norwell.
Yeah, it was.
Had
Down just
ball
8-0. Got to believe their leading time of possession. Ringer.
I think this might be Bryce.
Oh, is that Bryce Kelly?
A little bigger.
Yeah, he is a little bigger. You're right. Good call, Matt. Bryce is listed at 5'10", 205, whereas Ringer listed at 5'10", 188. So a good 18 pounds. It might even be a little bit more than that.
Yeah, and Ringer's put together really well, too. If you see him walking around here in his tank tops, he's really hit the weights hard. He was one of those probably 130-pound freshmen.
Yep.
Now he's up to 180. So that's what hard work does for you in the weight room in the off season.
2nd and 8 for Norwell here. And Glasgow, it was a tough catch.
Dehoff again.
Mason Dehoff was just a little too low for him to be able to haul in.
Mason's getting open. That's the 2 throws that he's been thrown to him have been difficult catches.
Yeah.
The good thing is he's getting open. He's going to catch one sooner or later.
3rd and 8 for the Knights.
So, like to get out of these 3rd and long situations.
Yeah. Be nice to have a 3rd and short every once in a while. Glasgow rolling right, being pursued by a couple of East Noble Knights, and really didn't have anybody to throw it to there.
Belden might have been able to outrun a couple of those guys there on that one.
Yeah. he'll start recognizing those things as he matures, when he can, when he can't.
So I'm sure Norwell's going to punt it away here. 27 is back deep for East Noble this time around. And that's Caden Hirschberger. I think he scored the touchdown or one of the extra point earlier in the game.
Yeah, I think he scored the extra point. Riley with the kick. Pretty good kick again. Fielded at the 40. And Hirschberger able to pick up maybe a yard. So a good kick by Riley, good coverage. As Diego Mayorga was right there.
Like to keep him healthy.
Yeah, he's been injured a lot. He was injured a lot last year.
Yeah, and he's a good football player.
Yeah.
He's athletic. He's active. He just has he gets banged up a lot. So
got another hydration break. With that hydration break, we'll take a quick break and hear a few words from Daniel's Jewelers. We'll be right back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Matt, that's probably the most inspiring ad we have. A watch that does not need a battery. And you don't shake it either. Runs on solar power.
I don't even know what to say about that.
It's all right, Forrest. What a great movie that was.
Handoff. Nice. Sniff that one out.
Great pursuit by the defensive line there.
Preston Graham on the tackle.
Yeah, Gavin Laley was right in there, too.
Is the Laley, is he the
71.
Is he the brother of all the other Laleys that have gone through lately, or recently?
I believe, but I'm not sure, Matt. Nice throw there by McCormick. Although
it was Colin.
The receiver fell down.
Third down here. I can't see the card.
I think it was Daffern Kobler on the reception. 3rd and 4. Just across midfield into Norwell territory. 9:32 left here in the first half. McCormick looking to run. He's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up the first down and a couple more. He'll be down to the Norwell 41, 42-yard line. And another first down for East Noble. They're going to mark it at 42. I think the Cubs might have started early tonight.
They do. They started an hour earlier than they did last night.
7:35 instead of 8:35. Folks, you're going to have to bear with us. You got a couple pretty big Cub fans here broadcasting this football game. We might talk a little baseball. Yeah, they're just in the top of the first.
Who's on the hill for the Cubs tonight?
John Lackey, who had a very short outing his last time out.
My dad was at that ball game.
Was he?
Yeah.
That was to say he lost his mind.
Well, so did Wilson Contreras,
yeah,
too.
he did. And he ended up serving a 1-game suspension. As McCormick keeps it, he's going to run for another first down. He gets free down the sideline and forced out of bounds. That was Riley that got to him. That was a great fake.
He puts that ball in their belly and then rips it out of there when he sees what the coverage is. So
another first down for East Noble. Ball spotted at about the 19-yard line.
He's a strong runner, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's a strong kid. I don't know what they list him at.
200.
6'1", 200 pounds. Yeah, he's just an athlete.
Yeah.
Good arm, good legs, good feet.
Going to keep it again.
Yep. And he'll get around the outside, dive forward. Maybe a yard or two short of the first down. Walker on the tackle for the Knights. That is Sam Walker. Sam's just a sophomore as well, 5'10", 162. Haven't called his name much. He's might be getting a few more minutes tonight with the heat. 2nd and 2 for East Noble. As McCormick looking for room to run.
This is the all McCormick series here. He's kind of taken over here a little bit. It's going to be 3rd and short, I think, or they're going to have a measurement. Nope, they're going to give him first down.
Yep.
It's going to be 1st and goal.
Ball spotted about the 8-yard line, okay. 7:57 left in the half. East Noble, this time McCormick will hand it off. Not sure who it was, to be honest with you. I don't think it was Heil.
Is that Kobler?
Daffron Kobler.
So East Noble's substituting guys in and out here in the backfield pretty regularly.
Yeah. It was Heil early, and then Harshberger a few times, now McCormick and Daffron Kobler.
Wearing a high number 87.
Is there an 87 on there?
Yeah.
McCormick trying to get around the right side and
get in for a touchdown.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked from here like he got in, and he did. That'll increase East Noble's lead to 14-0 at 7:11 left here in the second quarter. You think they'll go for it again here, man?
Yeah, I do. Kind of reminds me of listen to a great book. I was driving down to Florida one year, and Lou Holt's book. He coached under Woody Hayes in the Ohio State game. There's a penalty now. That one might be on the sidelines here for Norwell, maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think that's what that means.
That's a sideline on East Noble, or on
Norwell. Now, when they give a sideline warning, is that conduct or is that? Yeah, that's conduct.
In hockey, they call it abuse of an official.
Okay, that's what I call it too.
I do too.
Yeah,
but usually they normally give you a warning first.
Yeah, before they march off any yardage.
Yeah,
you mean?
Right.
Well, maybe that was a warning.
Yeah, because I don't think they marched anything off, did they?
It didn't look like it.
It might be enforced on the kickoff too.
Well, that's true.
But Woody Hayes said that, or not Woody Hayes, but Lou Holt said there was a game where Ohio State was just absolutely drumming Michigan. And scored with 30 seconds to go in the game, or 3 seconds to go in the game, and Woody Hayes went for 2 instead of kicking. And after the game was over, they asked Woody Hayes, "Why did you go for 2?" And he said, "Because I couldn't go for 3."
Well, East Noble not successful on the 2-point conversion attempt. That was an odd-looking play, Matt. He had McCormick had Caden Harshberger wide open. I mean, there wasn't anybody near him, and way overthrew it. Well, the little cheerleaders have left the track. They're in air conditioning, I'm sure, by now. At least I hope they are for their sake. But
yeah, it is warm up here.
Yes, it is. But the Norwell cheerleaders, of course, out there leading cheers. The dance team is also out on the track, standing, with their silver pom-poms.
So what kind of crowd do we have here tonight? A street fair night on Friday night?
It's not a huge crowd. You don't have that normal block of people down along the fence like you normally do. Usually that's 2-3 people deep.
It's hard to compete with the street fair, isn't it?
Well, that makes all the sense in the world, especially when the weather's good. You know?
Yeah. Man, I was down there last night. Reese performed with the Norwell Show Choir.
Oh,
they
cool.
did an excellent job of it. Holy smokes, was it hot.
Now, you guys can't compete for place, can you? You just perform, yeah.
Yeah, Norwell were considered the host school for that event. Yeah. And but they're always
I was going to say Norwell's
talented.
Very good every year. They really do a great job in the arts with music and show choir, band. As I'm not sure who that was. Tried to get it. It was Cameron Harris, but ended up in Ringer's hands, and he was tackled at the 33. It was Snelling. I thought that was Ringer.
So Belden Glasgow's back in again. Looks like they've taken Joe Taylor's helmet away from him. That's typically a sign that you're not going back in for a while until
cleared by medical staff.
Right.
Well, as you said, it looked like he got like a helmet in the leg or something.
Yeah. Oh, that hurts so bad.
Oh, it sure does, and it's hard for that to go away. As Ringer on the carry picks up a couple.
Those types of injuries, they'll tighten up on you too. If you're not moving around, that he's still favoring it. It's his left leg. Watch him walking down here on the sidelines.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. You can tell that leg's a little shaky every once in a while as he stalks the sidelines. Sure, he wants to be in there. Competitive kid. Glasgow rolling right. And he's going to throw it out of bounds. Yeah. As he about picked off a cheerleader with that throw.
She was wide open.
She was open. I don't know quite why she didn't catch it. A little disappointed in that.
I know it.
If you're going to be out there, you got to be ready to make a play.
What'd you think of the foul ball there at New York?
Well, I don't know if you followed it the last couple of days, but at least 5 teams that I've seen have committed to extending their netting beyond the dugout for next year.
I know. I hate that though.
Yeah, that had to happen, but that brings to a total of, I believe that brings it to about almost half the league. Now, as of next season, we'll have extended their netting beyond the dugout, at least to the end of the dugout.
And you think about it. Look at all of how many injuries have there been this year? I mean, maybe a handful, 5,
not
6.
Not many.
And you got 162 games by every single team.
Right.
I mean, that's a very low percentage.
It is, but it can be catastrophic. That's the problem.
It could be.
Yeah.
But it's just like anything. When I go to entertainment and stuff, and people probably aren't like me, but when I go to the game, I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I've been to comic games where people have been hit when they're not paying attention.
Yeah.
A lot of times, a pregame.
Yeah.
Their pucks are flying all over the place.
Yeah.
I can see it more with hockey than baseball. I just don't like to look through the net.
Yeah, right. Well, interestingly enough, is that Ringer?
Yeah, Ringer on the carry. It's going to bring up 4th down for Norwell. They're going to have to punt.
4th and long. About 4th and 12, 13. Just a little over 6 minutes left. I'll tell you, of course, at Parkview Field, they installed the extended netting last year before the season. And I really was not happy about that because I was typically sitting behind the first base dugout. But you know what? Second game, didn't notice it.
Didn't notice it?
Did not notice it, which is interesting. And the other thing that's interesting is, and an excellent point, nice kick again by Riley. Jones fields it at about the 45, and he'll get out to about midfield. But actually, that was not Jones. That was
number 1, I think.
Bailey Parker, just a sophomore. So a lot of substituting going on by East Noble this evening. East Noble's head coach, same guy, Luke Amstutz. Parkview had a really horrific injury the year before that. A lady got hit in the face, didn't see it coming.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and of course baseball has an absolute liability protection from a baseballer bat going into the crowd. It's been upheld in the courts many, many times. But in spite of that, the team up there helped pay for her injuries. Nice pass over the middle, wide open is Harshberger. No flags on the play. He's going to trot into the end zone. Made one little move in the middle of the field. A well-thrown ball by McCormick, and that'll make it 20-0 East Noble.
The crossing pattern there, the Norwell defenders ran into each other.
Yeah.
That opened him wide open and not even touched.
But, in any case, I think it's time they extend those, especially with today's electronics and so forth. So many people wrapped up in their phone, and you're not going to be able to control that. Your phone buzzes, rings, whatever. Just glancing down for a second can be catastrophic. And, of course, the incident you were talking about in New York was a 2-year-old girl.
Yeah, my goodness.
So
now, what's her status?
Heil into the end zone with the 2-point conversion. I actually saw where her dad released a statement. She's doing okay. She's going to be fine. No permanent damage or anything. But you know how that is. That's a fraction of an inch either way. She loses an eye.
Or brain injury.
Brain injury, something like that. Yeah, that's exactly right. So, thankfully, she's going to be okay, and thankfully, the reaction is a positive one this time. And it's too bad that it has to be a 2-year-old girl, but sometimes it just takes something stark like that to wake everybody up. It'll be a better game because of 5.5 minutes left here in the half. If you're a Cub fan, the Brewers scored in the bottom of the first, 1-0 against John Lackey. And is this a hydration break?
Yeah, I think they might.
Or they call it
one here.
East Noble out there ready to kick off. Norwell just breaks their huddle. Eli Riley will be deep.
Yeah, after watching the East Noble kick off, maybe they don't have a kicker because he's not kicking the ball very deep.
He is not.
Boy, Leo had a boy that could just absolutely boot that
blast
ball.
It.
There wasn't a return. He kicked him well into the end zone.
Oh my! You don't see that very often in high school.
This week on 15, they ran a special interview article on him.
And
he's consistently kicking 50, 55, 60-yard field goals.
Oh my goodness!
He can really boot it.
Well, I don't have 89 on the roster. He's
nice
kicking. Now, there's a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 8-yard line by Riley. Right up the middle of the field following his blockers. He's out to about the 27, and that's where the Knights will take over. Glasgow back out there for the Knights.
You get a long drive here, so that not only don't want to give the ball back to East Noble, but we need some points here.
Yeah, East Noble up 22 here with just under 5.5 minutes left in the half. Typically, football games around here, people are warming up at halftime. Today, they're going to be buying ice cubes and lemonade. Hand off to Ringer. Ringer right up the middle. Might have gained a couple of yards. Yep.
Close to a face mask there.
Going to call it 2nd and 8. Is Collins' season started?
Oh, yeah.
How deep are they? I guess that's right. It's 6 weeks in.
Tomorrow they're at Rolls Home down in Terre Haute.
Okay. That's a haul.
Got his first significant amount of playing time last week. Did really, really good.
Good for him.
Expected to play quite a bit tomorrow, too. So
on the offensive line?
He's playing on offensive line.
Yeah, I knew that's what we were talking about last time I saw him. It was week 1, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was before they had gotten going yet. He didn't play at all the first game. And then up at Hope, Michigan and Holland, Hope College in Holland, he got in towards the ends of the game. Last week there was an injury. He's running with the twos. Guy got hurt, and he's the first guy in, and he played the whole half. And he just did a great job.
Good for him.
This week, he said that they treated him as a starter because they just don't know how much this guy's going to go. So he's expected to play quite a bit tomorrow.
3rd and 6 for the Knights here. Well, I couldn't believe how big he was. He's a house. Another handoff up the middle.
Ooh, hard tackle. Curtis Blackwell got a lot of playing time too last week. Ball State. Now, he got in. He played quite a bit toward the end of the first quarter or the first half, and then he played almost the whole second half. So, 2 guys from last year's team
making their mark.
Yeah, getting to play quite a bit.
Well, since it's 4th and 4, the Knights are going to punt it away. At least that's what they're showing right now. Riley.
Good snap.
Will kick it. Ooh, that was almost blocked. Good kick.
Nice spiral. Fair catch.
Yep. Jones fields it at about the 38-yard line, and that's where they'll take over with 3:20 left in the quarter. I thought when we started this ball game, it looked like there was some weather to the southwest, but boy, it's I don't think we're going to get any rain.
They weren't calling for any at all. So.
Well, I knew they weren't. That's why I washed my car yesterday, and, of course, I got rained on today.
That's what normally happens to me.
That car's got 208,000 miles on it, so it's okay.
I've got you beat. I got 232 on mine.
232?
Yeah, that's going to just keep on going until the wheels fall off.
That's what I'm planning on.
Get him.
McCormick's going to be sacked. Good pursuit by the Norwell defense.
Good coverage sack back here. Nobody was open, so he had nobody to throw it to, so that's what caused him to get him behind the line of scrimmage. A nice sack, loss of about 10.
Is that Murphy credited with the sack? 58 or 50? I have a hard time sometimes seeing the round numbers, distinguishing them for the Knights, the 8s and the 0s. McCormick back to pass again.
Overthrew him.
Yeah. He was trying to get it to 85.
You know, he
Drew
throws the ball so hard.
Oh.
You know, that's the thing that I've noticed with the college guys.
They whistle it, don't they?
They whistle it, and those guys catch it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not. I mean, it's thrown hard, but they also catch it. Sometimes the high school guys aren't quite ready for that yet.
3rd and 20 for East Noble here. McCormick in the backfield by himself. Looking downfield, over the middle, and it's caught. And breaking a tackle again was Harshberger. Running down the left sideline. He's finally going to be brought down at about the 21 as Breggy will be credited with the tackle. Also in the play was Diego Mayorga. Well, good run after catch there for Harshberger. He's done that a couple of times.
Yeah, he's elusive once he catches it. And arm tackles aren't going to bring him down.
No, you got to hit him. McCormick rolling right, still rolling, and he will take it out of bounds, maybe gained a yard. Well, actually, they're going to credit him a little bit more than a yard. 2nd and 8 on the scoreboard, 2:22 left on the clock. I doubt they'll call another hydration break. They've already called a couple here in the first half. McCormick checks the sideline. Not sure what's going on. The play clock's down to 3, and I don't think they're going to get a playoff. In fact, they're going to burn a timeout. A little confusion from the sideline there. So we will have a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a break as well. Here from Heidi Motors in Bluffton. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
A couple of big pyramids here by the Norwell cheerleading squad as a variety of cheerleaders tumble in front. There's a couple of them. East Noble with the football.
What do we got here? 2nd down?
2nd and 8.
2nd down.
That one big play, pass reception.
Was that on a 3rd down?
I believe it was. Yeah, 3rd and 5, I think. 3rd and 8. No, 3rd and, I don't know. It was a 3rd down play. McCormick in the backfield by himself, looking left. Steps up in the pocket and hits his intended receiver while the ball
came out. Boy, that should have been caught. He threw that.
I thought he had it.
Yeah, hit him right in the numbers. Number 2 wasn't able to hold on to that.
Chevy Wright was the intended receiver. He's just a sophomore. Listed at.
So 3rd and 8 for East Noble Knights.
5'8", 180, I believe. Oh, my goodness. I get alerts from MLB. Blue Jays just pulled off the hidden ball trick against the Yankees. McCormick shaking and baking inside the 5, and he's into the end zone. Boy, he is just a strong kid. You get the sense, Matt, that if he wanted to, he could just work his way up and down the field by himself.
They can't stop him.
Listen, it's 6'1", 200.
Yeah, I mean, these arm tackles aren't going to work when you're playing against football players.
Yeah. And that'll come with experience for these Norwell Knights. They're awfully young.
Got to kick one here.
Into kick is number 1. That's Bailey Parker. He's just a sophomore as well.
One's going to be the holder.
Oh, one's the holder,
yeah. 89, 9. I believe.
Guy we don't have on our roster.
Okay. Probably got him off the soccer team.
That very well could be. Norwell's done that before.
That's good.
Looked like a pretty good kick. It was. It'll make it 29-0 East Noble. Just 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the half. Well, while we're waiting on the ball to turn over, we'll let you know that eyes are important indicators of overall health. And Comprehensive Eye Care goes beyond a prescription for glasses or contact lenses. To look and feel your best, visit Bluffton Family Eye Care at 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424 or visit them online at Bluffton Family Eye Care, all one word, .com. Going up to seeing this ad here from University of St. Francis, heading up there tomorrow evening for their homecoming, as they'll put a 50-point whipping on somebody again tomorrow.
My goodness. Boy, they must really be good.
Oh, I'm telling you what, that Ferrer is so fun to watch. And, you know, he lost all his receivers last year.
Yeah.
And he just keeps throwing. I mean, they just replaced him. They're a lot of fun to watch.
How's Pearson do up there?
He's leading the team in tackles. I know that. He had 13, I think, last week. They're just a good football team. Yeah. I mean, Donnelly there, the coach, recruits extremely well. And the guys he's getting consistently, and of course this is D3 football, but they're missing one tool, you know, like Pearson. You know, I mean, Pearson would be playing D1 if he was a little faster, right? So, but his whole team is full of that, and in a lot of cases too deep, where, you know, maybe they're just a little slow, or maybe their arm's not quite what it should be, or lateral movement, whatever, just a click, and they just absolutely destroy people. I mean, I don't know. They got to be averaging over 50 points a game.
Boy, they just pile them on.
Yep. Glasgow, little swing pass out to the left. I believe was that Brady?
Yeah, I think it was Brady.
Or was it Dehoff?
No, it's Dehoff.
Mason Dehoff with his
reception.
first reception. Yeah,
those little quick hitter passes are going to work.
I think so too. I like that play. Norwell's got a tough time hitting the middle of the field. Maybe that's just a little of a deceptive play, and then get it to the outside, whether it's that quick hit pass or
those quick hitters, and then maybe try to run one up the middle. But it just seems like
there's a little room.
The first down for Bryce.
Bryce Kelly running hard. Knocked one of the East Noble defenders backwards there. He always runs hard, though.
He does.
Runs north and south.
Plays hard on both sides of the ball every night. So we got three trips over here to the right. So
1:20 left in the half. Glasgow back to pass and hits Bohata. Bohata with a nice catch just inside the 45.
That's got to be close, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think they're gonna stop for a measurement here. Either that or the official is trying to get the attention of the. Yeah. There you go. They did not have to measure. It's first down. Good throw by Glasgow. Excellent catch by Bohata.
Norwell coaches were upset that the clock kept on running. They had needed to reset it for a first down, so they did put a few seconds back on the clock. That's offsides. You can't move like that, Belden. Took just two stutter steps forward.
Yeah, he kind of went forward, then came back, didn't he? Yeah.
He's got to set still as well. I think he was expecting to snap.
A little sooner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
really nothing hurt there. I mean, Norwell, these are throwing downs anyway, so can make up that 5 yards.
1st and 15. Let's go back to pass. Looking left. Oh, man, good throw, but that was a different route. If he was aiming for Breggy, I don't think it was for Breggy. Actually, I think it was the guy on the far side.
Or that, or he's just trying to throw it away.
Yeah. He has got a good arm.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, I don't know that he'd be big enough to play at the next level, but certainly at the high school level as a sophomore, he can spread it around.
And he's fast.
Yeah.
He can run that option.
2nd and 15.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground.
East Noble's going to grab it.
Yeah, looked like it.
Handoff exchange wasn't clean. Bryce ended up kicking it forward. Who got it back? Did Norwell get it? No, Norwell did get it back. Okay, good.
Yeah,
I think
they call a timeout. Norwell does.
Jumped on that.
It'll be 3rd and about 11 or 12, I think. Let's take a real quick break here and see if we can squeeze in an ad from First Bank of Bern. We'll be right back.
First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
First Bank of Bern, one of our longest-standing sponsors here at The Voice. Been very faithful over the years. Glasgow now in the backfield by himself. And it's definitely a passing situation. He lofts it up in the air for Bohada, and it's out of bounds. That was just going to be a jump ball situation. But it faded out of bounds. I think he's got to trust his arm a little bit more there.
Yeah, that
he didn't have to throw it like that.
Even on that play too, if it would have got picked off, it would have just been like a punt.
Yeah.
So
and
kick it away from him. A lot of see him score right at the end of the half. Let's kick it away from him so he doesn't get a run back.
Hayden Jones is going to stand at about the 10-yard line. 44 seconds left. That's a tough snap, but kicked right at Jones. A late fair catch signaled as he fields it at the 17-yard line.
So 39 seconds to go here. We'll see if East Noble just takes a knee, or will they?
I doubt it.
Will they throw it?
I'm guessing they'll shoot for the end zone. Oh, Brewers now lead the Cubs 3-0. Brett Phillips hits a home run. Stephen Vogt also hit a home run, solo home run. Well, another timeout's going to be called. Norwell's going to burn their last timeout. Well, Norwell trailing East Noble here with 39.1 seconds left in the half. Take a quick break and be right back after these words from Pizza Hut.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome back to the courtyard along with Matt Schwartz and Reese Schwartz. This is Greg Van Meter. Your Knights trailing by 29. As I'm writing myself a note on my hand for Derek Decker. Derek, of course, a senior this year at Norwell. Boy, are we going to miss him. Good news is I get to work with him at least through the basketball season, both boys and girls. We found out A couple of weeks ago, we're probably not going to be able to bring postseason play to you as the IHSAA in all their glorious wisdom raised their fees by 400%. McCormick looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it and run it. Gets around the corner out to the 40, to the 45, and finally brought down there. Big gain for McCormick. 28.4 left on the clock.
And what fees are there to broadcast the game? You got to buy the copyright or something?
Yeah. They IHSAA owns the broadcast rights to the postseason tournament. Of course, they do not own the broadcast rights to regular season games, what they do for the tournament. And so, I don't know if they believe that they will lose paying attendees at the games. I don't think that's a valid concern, but in any case, 400%.
Wow.
It's a shame because
a
lot of people really rely on online broadcast to keep up with their grandkids, siblings, armed services overseas. It's a shame. First and 10 here for East Noble. 28.4 seconds left in the half. McCormick back to pass. And the pass is complete. And nice play.
Is that Cole Lewison?
Cole Lewison with the tackle. The pass was complete.
53. Harris.
Okay, sorry about that.
Made a nice tackle, open
it
field
was
tackle.
Griffin Daffern Kobler with the reception, and East Noble burns a timeout. Boy, they're only up by 29, so.
Yeah, why don't we call timeout?
19.5 on the clock. That is their MO.
I know it.
We'll keep it here for this one. Talking about the University of St. Francis, they are known for quality academic options and dedicated professors. At the University of St. Francis, you'll discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. See for yourself what USF has to offer. Visit online at sf.edu.
You know, this is just another way to get your quarterback hurt, too. I mean, you're up by 29 points.
Yeah.
You're probably going to win this game.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing?
Well, McCormick's back to pass. Looks left over the middle now, and the pass is broken up. Nice defense there as the two Norwell defenders run into each other.
Somebody's in the air.
We will take a quick break as the one night is up, the other still down. We'll take a break and hear from Reed's Do It Best in Bluffton. We'll be right back.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Well, here at the courtyard, a Norwell Knight player still being tended to at about the 36-yard line, and I know we know it is Diego Mayorga. He was kind of pounding the ground there,
like a knee.
Yeah. So there are a couple of trainers out there, several coaches. 29-point lead here for East Noble. They're driving with 14.1 seconds on the clock. They have not had too much trouble, although it's been a decent half for the Knights. East Noble's just come up with the plays when they've needed them. Check to see if maybe we can see some other scores from around the area. Yes. What was East Noble's record coming in? 2-3? Is that right?
Yeah, they lost their opening. They lost their opening game. I can't remember who they played. There was somebody kind of far away, and then they've lost to Leo.
You're right.
I don't know if they've played.
Maybe 3-2. I don't believe they have. Well, I was trying to check some scores, but having a tough time spooling up. There we go. We said 14.1 seconds left here in this first half. Some halftime scores from around the area. Snyder leading Wayne just 7-0 at halftime.
There go Generals.
That's a shocking development. That game is at Wayne. Might be their homecoming.
No, that was last week.
Was that last week? Okay, well maybe the top team is the home team then.
Yeah, they Wayne beat Southside last week in their homecoming game. Wayne's got some athletes, boy, I tell you, that's good to see Wayne. I always like it to see Wayne have good teams.
At Concordia, Bishop Dwenger up 17-0. Bluffton is having their way with Southern Wells. They're up 34-0 in the second quarter. Also at halftime, Central Noble leads Lakeland 21-8. No score in the east side Prairie Heights game.
The Concordia Dwenger score kind of surprises me a little bit.
Boy, Cherubusco crushing Fremont. They're up 34-0 in the second quarter. West Noble leading Garrett at halftime now. I think that'd be a bit of an upset, wouldn't it? Angola up 23-0 over Fairfield in the second quarter. Warsaw 21-0 over Goshen at half. Adams Central putting a hurting on South Adams 28-0 at halftime. That's not as big a score as what I thought it might be. Woodland up 19-0 over Jay County at half. DeKalb, no surprise, beating Huntington North 14-7 in the second quarter. And New Haven crushing Columbia City. They're up 41-0 at halftime. Leo drubbing Belmont also at halftime 35-0. And we're set for football. McCormick back to pass over the right side. It's complete and out of bounds. 31 on the reception there for East Noble. 7.8 seconds left in the half.
East Noble might have enough for maybe 2 plays here. They don't go deep, so watch the screen play here. McCormick might just keep it and run.
Looks right, and another completion.
It's out of bounds again with 3 seconds. Now he's going to take a shot at the end zone here.
That was Hayden Jones on the reception. Carson Ringer on the tackle. This is has to be the last play of the half, I would think.
Yeah, absolutely.
3.3 on the clock. Where they've moved the ball a long way in a short period of time. McCormick signaling to his receivers, 3 on the left, 1 on the right. And McCormick rolls left, plants his feet, throws it in the end zone. That's over, everybody. And that will end the first half. Norwell trailing East Noble at halftime here at the Courtyard. It's a long first half, 29-0. We'll take a break, hear from a few sponsors, and be back with your halftime show after these words.
I heard a really cool saying the other day. It was from an artist. He said, "I'm thankful for the people that told me no. It's because of them Now I just do it myself.
Scream if you hear me. Scream if you want to. Scream. In this moment, I'm giving you all of myself. I've tried to wake me up from my sleep. I want you.
If I can make it, anybody can make it.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhahn's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-31000 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhahn.
Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kugelhahn and her staff will make you feel at home.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. I am State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, and I know another winning combination, home and auto. Myself and my team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 today.
It's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision-related condition that can affect learning. Your child's vision can make a big difference in academic performance. Annual exams are recommended to rule out vision problems that may interfere with your child's vision, development, and academic performance. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care can detect any vision problems your child may have, which can then be promptly treated. Our optometrists provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best by combining experience and expertise with the latest technology.
To look and feel your best, visit Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424. Or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Welcome back to the Courtyard. Greg Van Meter along with Reese and Matt Schwartz. Appreciate you hanging in there as we recognize some of our sponsors. Of course, Bluffton Bowling Center brings you the halftime show today, and we're going to go through some stats here. East Noble leading things here at the Courtyard this evening, 29-0. Their first score was at 7:36 of the first quarter on a Harshberger 27-yard pass from Andrew McCormick. They went for 2 and were successful. At the 7:11 mark of the second quarter, McCormick scored on a 5-yard run, and the extra point play was unsuccessful. At the 5:30 mark, Caden Harshberger caught the pass from Andrew McCormick and ran it in 50 yards. Most of that was Harshberger's run, and then Dane Heil, ran it in for the extra point. And then the last score was at the 2:05 mark of the second quarter. McCormick ran it in from 19 yards out. And then number 89, who nobody knows who he is at this point, had the extra point kick. So there's your 29 points for East Noble. In the first half, East Noble with 15 first downs to Norwell's 6. They rushed the ball 18 times for 113 yards to Norwell's 26 yards on 16 carries. East Noble also with 207 yards passing to Norwell's 76. And it's all Andrew McCormick. I mean, he's accounted for a large chunk of the East Noble offense. Of their total offense of 320 yards, McCormick has accounted for it 285 of those 320 yards. Norwell with 102 yards of total offense in the first half. No turnovers in the first half. Norwell had a fumble, but was able to cover it. Norwell has returned 5 kicks for 72 yards. East Noble 2 for 10. Norwell's punted 5 times. That's Eli Riley for an average of 28.8 yards. East Noble punted just once. It was a 35-yard kick. Individually rushing for East Noble, Andrew McCormick 9 times for 78 yards. Dane Heil 4 times for 21 yards. For Norwell, Bryce Kelly 3 carries for 12 yards, and Carson Ringer 9 for 11. Passing statistics, Andrew McCormick was 12 of 19 for 207 yards. Joe Taylor was 3 of 5 for 20 yards. He came out with a apparently bruised leg. And then Belden Glasgow 4 of 13 for 56 yards. Receiving for East Noble, Caden Harshberger 6 catches for 158 yards. Big first half for that young man. Hayden Jones 3 catches for 33, and Drew Devers 2 for 17. For Norwell, Eli Riley caught a couple of passes for 41 yards. Christian Bohata 2 for 24. Carson Ringer 2 of 6, and Mason Dioff 1 for 5 yards. Let's see here. Defensively, for East Noble, well, let's talk about sacks. For Norwell, Logan Schwalm had the only sack of the first half in that second quarter. 10-yard, it was a 10-yard loss. Tackles for East Noble, Kenny Cook leading the way with 9 tackles. Jordan Van Wager had 4. Spencer Patton had 3. Bailey Parker and Colton Wright had 2 apiece. For Norwell, Eli Riley 5 tackles and 1 assist. Diego Mayorga 3-0 along with Cameron Harris. Sam Walker had 2 tackles and an assist. Carson Ringer along with Kyle Henson and Garrison Breggy had 2 apiece. Cole Lewison 1-1. Dallas Top had a tackle along with Bryce Kelly, Logan Schwalm, and Preston Graham. Time of possession in that first half looked like Norwell had the football for 15 minutes and 7 seconds. East Noble for 8 and 53 seconds. So that was about the only thing that Norwell led the way in the first half. However, Matt, I thought they certainly competed in that first half, made things a little tough on East Noble at times, even though they trail 29-0.
Caught me chewing.
Oh.
Yeah,
was it good?
The first quarter, yeah, cookies are good. The first quarter, Norwell really competed and kind of got down a little bit here with some touchdowns late in the second quarter here. So just come out, you got to continue to play hard, and now you're kind of playing for pride.
Looking at the stats, Andrew McCormick, we talked about him a lot before the game. Of the 320 yards of total offense that East Noble had in the first half, he accounted for 285.
And it could have been more.
Yeah.
Strong runner, strong kid. He's got a live arm.
He does. Yeah, in fact, he really outthrows his receivers at this level.
He throws it too hard. That's the one thing, like I said, I've noticed with the college guys, they all throw it that hard.
Yep.
But the guys are, the receivers and backs are strong too, and they've got strong hands, and they catch
strong hands.
So Coach Feldheiser
taking care of us,
opened up the
door, and I'll tell you, that really helps. If I back up about 4 feet, that's a lot more comfortable. Thank you, Mr. Feldheiser. We appreciate it. Of course, Jamie doing the public address announcing out here.
I'm going to have to put my shirt back on for this half now that we got the door open.
Man, am I glad and you folks at home have to be thrilled that we are on this side of the camera.
It's like one of those old saunas with those old guys sitting in there. That's what it's like up here.
Yep,
it's got
with
a
the
white
towels
towel wrapped around me, calling the game.
Sweating. Well, at least the good news is the food that we're eating, it's not sticking because we're sweating those calories. At least that's what I'm telling myself. We're sweating them out.
It's so warm still.
Yeah. Well, this halftime show is brought to you by Bowling Center in Bluffton. We talked about that. At the Bluffton Bowling Center, your halftime can be made complete at our snack bar with delicious pizza and ice-cold drinks. 22 lanes. There's plenty of room for everyone to come practice or relax and bowl a game or two with friends. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton and is a perfect place to plan your next birthday party, and they are great for birthday parties. When our kids were little, we did that quite a bit. Visit them at Bluffton.com. What's that?
Reese had a couple birthday parties there at the Bluffton Center.
Is that right?
Center. I can remember taking the whole neighborhood there.
I was going to say, it's a lot of fun down there. Proprietor Stan Kunkel, still there. And the amazing thing about Stan, his hair color's changed a little bit, but other than that, dude has not changed.
No, in the summertime, coming down Norwell Road, he's on his bike.
Yep.
Coming to school here, he's playing basketball with some guys. It's every single day at about 6:35. I see him on Norwell Road. He's in shape. So
yeah, he's in great shape. Well, a few East Noble players coming on the field. That's the kicker, 89. Reese, we could probably ask him what his name is if you ran down there real quick.
Reese, we need you to run down there and
ask 89 what his name is.
Well, see where you lost him there.
Yeah,
when you
was
said
the run. Yeah, the run part. But he's got to be in decent shape. I mean, he dances with the show choir,
right?
That's
what amazes me. I see him up there do that, and why don't you move like that around the house? I mean, I can mow the yard in an hour.
Yeah.
When Reese mows it,
3
hours.
Is that because of brakes or foot speed?
It's brakes, it's foot speed. It's the iTunes doesn't connect all the time, so he has to reload his songs.
There's a protest going on in here.
Spotify plays the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. It takes an hour.
Well, we got a family squabble going on. We don't just subject you to that. So we'll take a quick break, hear from a couple more sponsors, and be right back after these words.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Welcome back to the courtyard. The East Noble coaching staff is walking slowly across the field. Folks, if you need to take steps to be a better you and be a part of something greater, join the Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA. They're located at 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, where right now all seventh graders in Wells County, that's a lot of seventh graders, can get a Y-free membership. Help your student thrive in a safe environment at the Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA. As the Knights trot onto the field, they've added a couple more minutes to the game clock. As the lights in the press box here are turned back off. As I'll tell you, opening that door is a godsend when you can get back in that airflow, as that is very helpful. I can get this arm cool and still see well.
Just play the whole game on the.
Yeah.
They can just play the game here, so I can see.
Right. And they don't want to get past really the 30 because I can't see past the 30 standing
this
here.
Might have been a good day. We would want to do something on the roof. We could have broadcast the game from the roof, kind of like the Cubs game. You do it out in the
right. Do it in the bleachers.
We should do that. Maybe next year we'll do it in the East Noble student section.
They would appreciate that, I'm sure. Us hanging out in their student section broadcasting. I'm sure they'd love that.
Especially after your comments earlier tonight.
That was Matt Schwartz. He lives in Bluffton at... East Noble did not bring a lot of people down from Kendallville tonight. You suppose they all went to the Bluffton Street Fair as well?
Maybe they decided to go up and get an elephant ear.
Maybe they did. I'm trying to figure out what that glaring object is in front of their stands over there. Almost looks like a mirror.
Yeah.
Does it not?
No, I don't think it's a mirror. I think it's some kind of a sign.
A sign, okay.
Like the cheerleaders maybe use it, like a billboard.
Okay. I got to turn you up a little bit, Matt. I'm having a hard time hearing you. There we go.
I don't know.
Huh. Well, in any case, we're just about set for second half football here. Norwell trailing East Noble 29-0.
And Norwell received the ball to start the first half. Is that right?
That is correct. So they'll be kicking here in the second half. I'm going to turn your gain up a little bit, man. I'm having a hard time. There we go. You're not kicking it kind of as hard as I am on the mic, so you're much more knowledgeable. They want to hear you more than they do me.
Like I told you a couple weeks ago.
If you could just run commercials, you'd be great on your own.
Go, man. Just act like I know what I'm talking about. And like Reese says, no one's listening to what I'm saying. It's kind of like when Dick Vitale's doing an IU game.
Yeah.
I turned the sound off and listened to Fisher. So I would imagine
that's happening?
Yeah, there's probably a lot of that going on whenever they hear that Matt Schwartz is going to be on the air.
Well, I doubt it, Matt, because there's nobody else broadcasting.
I thought you were going to say no one else was listening.
No. Now, of course, East Noble Radio is here, but that's up in Kendallville.
Right.
And I doubt that they are broadcasting over the internet.
No, it's a radio station.
Yeah, something like that. You would have to be probably pretty far up on the north side of Fort Wayne to pick up that signal.
I can't even get WGL once I get into Austin.
Really?
I mean,
whoa, you listen to whoa,
all day long. No,
that's a low squib kick.
It's an onside kick.
Oh, and
Norwell needs to jump on it. Did they get it?
I couldn't tell, Matt. A lot of bodies in there. It looks like East Noble covered it.
Just about recovered the onside kick. Yeah, I listened to Whoa till noon, and then from noon to 3, I listened to the Dan Dockage show.
Oh, boy. I used to listen to him.
I love it.
When I was in Indianapolis. That was...
Number 87. Isn't that the guy that's
Donnelly
kicking?
Durbin. No, 89 is kicking.
Okay.
I tell you, 87, he took a shot from a couple of nights covering up that ball. I was fearful of his arms getting hurt as the training staff is checking him out.
Kind of seems like it might be a head.
Really?
Like,
well, it could be.
Not quite sure where he knows where he's at. Let's see if he runs off here.
Well, he's walking towards the East Noble sideline. Just out of camera range at this point. As you got to catch him on the left-hand side. There he is. And the crowd is certainly thinned here on the Norwell side as well. I think that each one of those cheerleaders brought a couple of fans, and they have cleared out as their bedtime was probably a little while ago.
When you have a run against a team that throws the ball so much, every completion stops the clock.
Right.
And East Noble throws the ball, I think, a lot
as
more
much as
than
anybody.
Yeah.
It's 8:45, so this game already an hour and 45 minutes old, just starting the second half. Handoff and up the middle, number 30, Dane Heil.
Just a big ball.
Yeah, he just put his head down and straight over the right tackle there. Breggy in on the tackle. Riley was as well. Ball spotted at Norwell's 46. McCormick puts Harshberger in motion. Harshberger on the sweep looking for room, and he's going to grab a couple of yards.
That play right there went for a touchdown in the first half.
Did.
Kind of takes the snap and then throws the ball to the guy that's in motion. And he got to the outside in the first half and was able to take it in for a touchdown. Nice play by Christian Buhata there to sniff it out and brought him down for a short gain.
2nd and 8 for East Noble. And the pass.
85 on the reception.
McCormick's pass completes to Devers. Tackled by Riley.
So another first down for East Noble. They're moving the ball right down the field.
Yeah, they really are. That's Drew Devers with the catch and run. A 10-yard pickup for East Noble. McCormick hands it off again. That is, I believe that's Heil again.
Yeah, he started off the game in the backfield. I think every series they brought in a new back. So
yeah, they really have. They've rotated guys in and out. Second and 3 for the Knights from Kendallville. What's the point of calling out one signal, then looking? What are they trying to do there, Matt?
A lot of times what it does is it prevents the defense from being able to substitute anybody in or out.
Okay.
So you get set and you see how the defense is set up, and then that kind of dictates what you're going to call.
Chevy Wright with the reception, and nice run after the catch. Another first down for East Noble.
A lot of times, too, you'll see him, they'll get set here, and he'll snap the ball this time, and try to catch the defense off guard.
Yeah.
Right now, East Noble's just doing about whatever they want.
Cormick hands it off up the middle. That's Heil, I believe. He's close to a first down across the 10-yard line. Second and about 3.
Second and 3 on the 8.
And Norwell's Trying to get another player in there.
They're never going to get this guy off the field.
No.
Late substitution there.
Timeout, Norwell.
And Norwell uses their first time out of the second half.
The Chick-fil-A sandwiches being sold on the home stand at the West End are now $3.
Price is coming down on Chick-fil-A sandwiches, down to $3. I don't know what they started at.
$5.
Started at $5. Of course, I believe those are being sold to raise money for girls basketball. Is that right?
Mr. Thornton was down there at the table, so I'm assuming that's what it was.
Yeah, he was down there 4 weeks ago when I was here. I think it was 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. Of course, on the first, I was at Wrigley Field, watched the Cubs win a 2-0 game, and John Lackey was on the mound that game, actually.
Boy, Lackey has really put together a strong second half.
Very good second half. He's thrown his slider a lot more in the second half.
The first half, I thought he ought to maybe throw for one of the All-Star home run hitting contests.
Yeah, and he still gave up 2 more tonight so far. I don't know if he's still in the game or not. But
I used to get so mad at him.
Yeah, his fastball's pretty hittable. He's got to use that. He's got to use that to set up the slider because that fastball needs to stay out of the zone. McCormick takes the snap. He'll hand it off, and Heil gets the first down, looks like.
Heil on the carry.
I think he's going to be just short.
You're going to be short? Okay.
I got
Christian Bohata with the
lineman
stop.
down for East Noble, number 74. I think that's their tackle here on the right side.
Well, and I'll tell you, now he looks like he hurt his arm, but you're going to see guys drop like flies here in the second half from cramping. I don't care how much water they've drank today and during the course of the game, with the pads and
it's just.
I mean, we're sitting here sweating, and I can't imagine what it's still like, and it's the humidity.
I just can't. I don't ever remember it being this warm the week of Street Fair.
No.
I mean, never.
No.
I mean, it's in the 90s today.
Yeah. Well, I think the heat index was 97, 98 today. I mean, that's ridiculous. Well, we're going to have a timeout for that injured East Noble player, so we will take a quick break, hear from a couple of sponsors, and be right back. Norwell trailing East Noble, but East Noble on the move, 29-0.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
East Noble back to the line of scrimmage here. That went a little quicker than I thought it would. 9:18 left in the third quarter. McCormick keeps it this time, looking for room to run, and he's going to be brought down.
McCormick keeps it on the option.
I don't know that he gained any yardage there, Matt. Well, a little bit.
Well, it's not going to be enough for a first down, so it's going to bring up fourth and short, fourth and about a yard. Who'd they bring in here to the backfield?
That's Heil, I believe.
He's going to be a quarterback keeper here.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get it.
McCormick on the quarterback sneak.
Well.
The helmet come off. So he's got to come off.
The tackle, too. Yeah, Gavin Laley.
Guys come off.
Credited with the tackle, and it's first and goal now for East Noble. McCormick back in the shotgun now, as he will throw it into the end zone, and it's another touchdown for the Knights. Couldn't tell who that was on the reception, Matt.
4-yard pass to Drew Devers.
Drew Devers with the reception. About halfway deep in the end zone, and mystery number 89 will attempt another extra point. He was good on his first one. Didn't get a lot of height on it, but it was a firm kick. Devers Oh, that kick is a line drive as well, and it's good as well. And East Noble now leads the Norwell Knights here at the Courtyard this evening, 36-0 with 8:31 left in the third quarter. Grable Insurance wants to provide you the protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. Visit Grable Insurance at their office on Pony Express Run in Leo to get the best coverage you can afford. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric has Carrier and other name brand furnaces to warm your home like you deserve. With 24-hour emergency service, we don't need our homes warmed right now, do we, Matt? With the 24-hour emergency service, Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric can help. And they now offer duct cleaning. They also have air conditioning. I'm sure that they help with that as well. And it's supposed to stay like this, I believe, through Tuesday next week.
Yeah, I think next week they said a high. Next weekend we'll be lucky to get into the 60s. And
that sounds more like the end of September. Yeah. I mean, you got to think it's today's the 22nd, 8 days from October, and it's 90-some degrees. 89. Oh, that's a big kick. Holy cow, that's going to go through the end zone. Where's that been all night?
Yeah.
He may have had more than water in the at halftime. I don't know. That was a big kick.
He's just getting warmed up.
Yeah, I guess. Just takes him. What? He looks young. I mean, he's thin, but nobody up here seems to know who he is.
And that ball was kicked into the end zone. There is absolutely no breeze.
No.
Look at the flag.
Flag is barely moving.
Glasgow's still in there at quarterback for Norwell.
I saw Taylor's got his helmet back on.
He's trying to convince him to put him in.
Yep. A 4-yard gain.
A nice run there. Was that?
I think it was Ringer. Yep, Van Wagner with the tackle for East Noble.
Nice first down run, just up the middle. There's another guy down here shaking up for Norwell. I can't see what a number on there. A 3 and something. 32.
32 for the Knights is Seth Orr.
Another run right up the middle, and Ringer was met right at the line.
Yeah, if he picked up anything, it was a foot.
About what he got there. So brings up 3rd and long again. 3rd and about 5.
Matt, it is a lot more comfortable back here. You can't see anything, but it's great. It's 15 degrees cooler standing back here. And that's kind of crazy because we've got the window open, obviously, here in the press box. 7:15 left in the quarter. Glasgow is going to be tackled. Kept it himself, and he's brought down by 15.
The punt unit again.
15 is Kenny Cook. He's a senior. And he just kind of grabbed Mr. Glasgow and threw him to the ground. How about that?
That feels a lot better.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah, that play just never really went anywhere. It's supposed to be an option, and he couldn't pitch the ball.
Eli Riley out to kick again for the Knights. This will be his 6th punt, I believe. And they block it into the end zone, and they're going to score. Number 22.
Here's what the thing with this team. I mean, they're up by 36, and they're bringing in for a block the punt.
Mason Wallen covered it in the end zone. Yeah, that's.
What comes around goes around. I mean, it's just it's going to.
Well, they'll be a different team without Andrew McCormick, and they may. You're right. Things do come back around. Mason Dehoff trying to hustle in to get in the play, makes it out there. 89 in to attempt another extra point. And now that was a great kick. That made it all the way to the track. And it's now 43-0 East Noble with 6:36 left in the third quarter. This game's really dragging, and I know it's because it's being thrown so much.
Yeah. Well, and if I was Norwell, I would maybe be looking for an onside kick here.
I really hope not. I really hope not. That would be about as poor a display of sportsmanship as you could see. Onside kick. Well, they're only up 43.
Yeah. It's a perfect spot for it. They won't be expecting it.
That's true. Nobody in this courtyard here would be expecting that. That is absolutely true. Oh, boy.
I didn't see that Orr get hurt out there. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know. Nope, it's another kick, and
nice
it's another
kick.
big kick into the end zone. And Norwell will start at their 20. As two big kickoffs by the mystery man, number 89. I'm guessing he's a soccer player.
Yeah,
East Noble has a decent soccer program. I mean, they've never really won a whole lot, but got some good athletes up there in the soccer team. I remember several years ago, Briar Bollinger, 4-year soccer player for the Knights. He kicked for a couple of years.
Yeah, he did a real nice job.
For the
I think he
football
ended
team.
up playing soccer at St. Francis. Is that right?
I think he did for one season. I'll tell you, a kick that's still at St. Francis that graduated in 15. Graham Denny
Oh, yeah.
kicked for the football team and did a real nice job for at least a couple of years. He's still playing. I believe he's still playing at St. Francis.
I think Colin and him umpired some games, Little League games together this summer.
He does that. That's his summer job.
That was Colin's summer job this year. He did
You can make a little money doing that.
Start on Wednesday and work all the way through the weekend.
Talking about Derek Decker, besides the broadcasting, he does a lot of it. There's a flag.
It's going to be intentional grounding.
You can't call that. It's 43-0.
So he's out.
And I think they're calling intentional grounding.
That's what they're going to call.
That's.
Yeah, there was a whole handful of Norwell boys that umpired this summer. Derek and Alex Howard. And Colin and, Graham. So, pretty good summer job for him.
Yeah. Yeah, and the kids, I really appreciate the young guys donating their time like that to the kids. And they're not, I know they're getting paid for it, but the younger guys love looking up to those kids.
You know, especially the guys like that were just juniors and seniors, and these young guys come to the baseball games. You know, they think they're the big leaguers. And
right.
When they see them and they can interact with them, and you know, Coach McClain has been great about making sure that how the boys act when they're not, because all those guys are always watching.
Yep.
So,
Glasgow will hand it off this time.
Ringer on the carry.
Carson Ringer is on the carry, and it's the Knights are going to have to kick here again. Riley will be in the end zone. 4th and 18. With just over 5.5 minutes left here in the third quarter.
if you get back far enough, you can see out that window. So I'll watch the kick, and then I'll come back to the front window.
God, that kick was almost blocked. It's fielded by Jones. Is still in the game.
Yeah, they will not take the foot off the gas. You watch, McCormick will come back out here again.
Wow. Hayden Jones got it back to about the Knights' 37-yard line. East Noble up by 43.
And they will be throwing the ball when they're up by 60.
Yeah. Which, at this point, it's after 9 o'clock. It'd be nice to run it.
No, I think they have made a change. This is a different quarterback.
Yeah, they have. It's number 1 in there at quarterback for East Noble. That's Bailey Parker. 6 foot 1 inch, 165-pound sophomore. He'll hand it off to Harshberger. No, he kept it.
Flag.
Yep, and Parker will be out of bounds, but they're going to bring that one back. Holding, I believe. It's either holding or an illegal block. Did you see it, Matt?
I didn't. Usually when there's a flag in that area, it's going to be a hold.
Yeah. The preliminary signal is a hold against East Noble, so
we have 5 minutes to go in the
third quarter.
And
we're looking at a 3-hour ball game at this pace, close to
every East Noble game is that. That's why when we go up there,
yeah, it's a late night.
Almost need to make reservations at the Holiday Inn Express.
That's the plan. It's kind of like this Equifax hack, right? Everybody's aware of that. Turns out, found out today, the hacker, LifeLock. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It's a heck of a business plan if you think about it. And a long run here as Norwell's having a tough time tackling Harshberger all the way down to the 10-yard line. Well, they're just not able to wrap him up. And you said it, Matt. You said it numerous times. You can't arm tackle these guys. No. You gotta wrap them up and drive. It is 1st and goal for East Noble. Parker back to pass into the end zone. And incomplete. Well defended. That was Garrison Breggy back there, I believe.
Number 12. Is that Garrison?
Yeah, and he's cramping up. Looks like he'll be limping over to the sideline as Mason Dehoff will replace him. There's been no hydration breaks here in the second half so far. Glendon Glasgow also jogging out to play some defense. That's the thing. You get your leg bent in a certain position at all.
I can't tell. Do you see where the photographer is back there with the blue? Is that some kind of gravel back there? Is that the pit for the...
I believe it is.
I think he might have got in on that a little bit, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the pole vault.
Okay.
I believe. I think it's pole vault on the left and long jump on the right.
I think Garrison might have landed on that.
Okay.
And scraped up his... They're talking to him here a little bit. So
3rd and goal now for East Noble. Ball marked at about the 10-yard line. Still, didn't move much on that last play. Parker looks to the sideline. Passes right, and it's incomplete.
Boy, he just gunned that so hard.
Yeah, he did.
That's a ball that you don't have to. He was wide open.
I'm not sure Harshberger. He almost looked like he wasn't anticipating that ball coming towards him. As East Noble looks like they're going to bring on their kicking team. A field goal attempt here. It's going to be about a 28-yard attempt by number 89. From what I've heard, he's a great kid, too. Number 89.
Yeah.
Well known in the community. A lot of charitable work. Trying to field goal here. It is up. And it's long enough for sure. No good. Looks like he pulled it just a little bit, and the Knights will take over. The score remains East Noble 43, Norwell nothing. 3:14 left here in the third quarter. And is Glendon Glasgow still out there?
At this point, I would say yes. I would. Where's he at? Yeah, here he comes.
Yep. As he runs the play out. Yeah, I don't think Joe's going to get back in there this evening. Norwell has 3 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Glasgow will keep it, and he's going to have a nice gain out to about the 25-yard line.
Faked me out. I thought Bryce had it.
Yeah, that's about a 6-yard pickup. I actually saw that one. About a 6-yard pickup for Glasgow. I normally do not. 2:57 now left in the third. Any update on that score, Matt? Still 3-2?
3-2 Brewers.
Of course, if you weren't with us earlier, we're talking about the Cubs game in Milwaukee tonight.
Bottom of the fourth.
Certainly felt like a playoff game last night.
Oh, that was an awesome game. Normally I'm in bed by 10 o'clock, and I was up till at least quarter to midnight.
Yeah, it was quarter to midnight when that ended. Nice run there. Bryce Kelly. Strong run for the first down. Out to almost the 35-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. Going to spot it closer to the 34 than the 35.
First and 10 for Norwell on the 34.
And I believe it does look like East Noble's made several substitutions on the defensive side of the ball. Man in motion for Norwell. Little flip pass. That's Riley. And he'll be brought down about the 40.
Eli Riley on the sweep.
They call that a sweep, but anytime it's flipped out in front of you, I mean, that's a pass. I don't think they're calling it that in the stats, but in fact, I know they're not. But
Tackled by Hensberger.
Going to be about 2nd and 4 for Norwell. Glasgow's running in the plays himself. That surprises me a little bit.
Yeah, that seems like we would have some kind of a
rotation or something.
Signal or something to call things in.
Yeah. Or just alternate wide receivers or something. Glasgow, quick pass to Dehoff. Dehoff with the reception. He's close to a first down. Well, I obviously missed a couple games, but those are the first couple catches I've seen Mason make.
Yeah, he's been playing all JV, so he must be doing well with the JV. They're giving him some
varsity time.
Solid reps. He's played the whole game. He's been in there all night.
3rd and 1 for Norwell here.
He's got at least 2 catches tonight.
Yep, he's got 2. The handoff to Kelly. I don't know if he got it.
It's going to be awfully close.
Kelly on the carry.
We'll see where they... they're going to give him the first down. So the Knights convert another first down.
Ball spotted on the 44.
Just 45 seconds left here in this third quarter. It only seems like the 7th quarter. Time really flying here. Oh, boy. East Noble breaks through the line and brings Glasgow down behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of about 3.
That'll probably be the end of the quarter.
Yeah. As the play clock about 11 seconds behind the game clock. Knights with 2nd and 13. Yeah, they're not going to run another play here in the quarter. That'll end at the East Noble Knights lead the Norwell Knights here at the courtyard 43-0. We'll take a quick break and be back after these words from our sponsors.
Troxel Equipment Company, a family-owned business, is dedicated to making you a satisfied customer with the best possible equipment, parts, and service. 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash. You can find a full line of John Deere equipment, mowers and generators from Honda, blowers and chainsaws by Steel. Experience superior service and selection at Troxel Equipment, your solutions dealer. Find them online at troxelequipment.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Well, the commercial ran just a bit long there. Glasgow kept it and got back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Knights, along with Reese Schwartz on the camera and Matt Schwartz. This is Greg Van Meter bringing the action. Most games have been over by now.
Oh, yeah.
9:15 to a little over 2 hours.
That'll be 10.
Yep. Well, and the interesting thing about that, I mean, the homecoming game was quicker than this. Glasgow rolling out and gets hit just as he let loose. Is it Glasgow?
Glasgow.
Okay.
Could be Glasgow.
I thought I heard Jamie say Glasgow. I thought it was Glasgow as well. Eli Riley. Eli is Riley. And two first names. You got to like that.
I can remember at the baseball banquet that Coach Feldy said that they hadn't had a home run in a JV game in a couple of years. And Belden, I guess, must have really crushed one somewhere. He said, I think it still hasn't landed. Because he can really swing it.
I remember a couple of JV games back in the day. Not quite sure what's
I don't know.
here.
Like I said, from the earlier in the game, I don't think these guys were. So it kind of reminds me of one of the middle school crews.
Well,
but
was there a flag on that play?
I have no idea what's going on. I mean, this has really been bad.
False start on Norwell.
It's going to be declined. I never saw a flag.
I didn't either.
East Noble will take over 1st and 10 on their own 32.
That was a lot of confusion there, as the entire press box was confused as well. In fact, there was so much confusion, the East Noble radio broadcasters went silent, which does not happen often. Little breeze kicking up, blowing in from the east-northeast. Matt enjoying it in the back of the press box here at the moment. Good for you, Matt.
Oh, boy.
Well, Norwell next week will be traveling to DeKalb, I believe. Is that right? Is that right, Matt?
I don't
know.
know.
That is something that you should know.
I have.
Yes, they are at DeKalb, 9:29.
Fumble.
Oh, and looks like it was recovered. It was by the Norwell Knights. Preston Graham with the recovery, and the Knights will take over on the turnover at East Noble's 29-yard line. Yeah, the Knights will be at DeKalb next week, and then home on the 6th of October against Huntington North, and then they end up the regular season at Columbia City on the 13th. And believe it or not, postseason will start on the 20th of October. That's just 4 weeks away.
Wow, that really seems early.
Yeah, it does. Well, we've got another flag. That's going to go against the Knights, I would think, of Norwell.
No, it looks like you pointed that
Oh,
way.
yeah, they did. Well, it's definitely going against the Knights because that's all we got here this evening. Our cameraman taking pictures of the scoreboard. Now, Reese, what's the point of taking pictures of the scoreboard? Are you sending that somewhere?
1st and 5 on the 24.
That's talent. You got some talent there.
It's 1st and 5. The pass over the middle is caught.
He
Nice
caught
catch.
Called pass interference, and he still caught it.
That was Mason Dehoff, his 3rd catch of the evening.
How about that, Mason? He's going to fool around and find himself a starting position.
Yeah, playing hard. Just a sophomore. There's a lot of talent in that sophomore class. Looking forward to those guys growing up a little bit. They've got a couple of classes behind them that'll be decent as well.
Yeah, I've come over and worked the scoreboard for the middle school for Holly. And 7th grade, boy, they put a whooping on Belmont a couple weeks ago, and they put one on Indian
Springs,
Columbia City.
Yeah, it's not so much at Indian Springs, but the problem with Belmont is so many of their kids go to Catholic school all the way through junior high.
Then they go to the high school then?
And then they move over to the high school.
The 8th grade.
They get a lot better.
Indian Springs 8th grade. Wow.
Big.
Boy, they're big and tall, and quarterback can really throw it and run. And, I don't think they've lost a game.
Wow.
That seems uncommon for Columbia City.
Glasgow with the throw into the end zone. No flag on the play. It'll be ruled incomplete. And
that seemed more of more interference on that one than the last one.
Yeah. Eli Riley sure wanted the call. There was a lot of contact down there in the end zone. It's so tough to know how they're going to call that anymore. It used to be you couldn't touch a receiver.
In the NFL, I wouldn't want to be a defensive back. They've almost ruined the NFL as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You can't even look at the guy cross-eyed. They're going to blow it.
Right.
I think Belden kept it.
Yeah, he did. As he just runs over a couple of East Noble Knights inside the 5.
Tackled by Walden.
It'll be 3rd and about 3.
3rd and 3 on the 5.
So the Knights can still get a first down here without scoring. 10.5 minutes left in this ball game. Really, at this point, it's just a matter of what the final score is going to be. East Noble with 43 on the board right now. Knights trying to get their first score of the evening. The handoff, and I don't think he got the first down.
Nope, it's going to bring up 4th. 4th down.
It was Carson Ringer. And that was really no gain there for the Knights. They're going to go for it, looks like here, Matt.
Have to.
Yeah. Well, you'd sure like to see Knights get it into the end zone here. Glasgow hands it off, and it looks like he maybe got the first down.
Ringer on the carry.
It's Carson Ringer.
First down.
Yeah, they did. Good job, Carson. Well, that was a big play. Now they got 4 tries to get it in the end zone from a couple yards out. The main thing here is let's take care of the football.
Right. No penalties here. Clean snaps.
No turnovers. Hang on to it. Cover it up. Glasgow and Ringer in the backfield. And Glasgow is going to keep it. No, it's a little pass into the end zone. Touchdown. Good play. Receiver, I believe, was Eli Riley. Yep. That's a good little play. You've seen East Noble run that quite a bit earlier. Running forward and then a little pass before you get to the line of scrimmage. Good play.
You see that a lot coming up here in the next couple of years.
Yep. Christian Bohata out to hold. I believe that's Chris Bear out there to kick for the extra point. It's down. It's up. Oh, great kick. And Norwell makes it 43-7 as the train horn goes off in the east end zone. I believe that's the east end zone. Matt, what is that in the beyond the east end zone with the?
That's a camera that takes the
game film.
Yeah, that's east. That might be Norwell's. Yeah, that's Norwell's code.
Okay.
If you
so they shoot from up here though too, right?
So you have 2 views.
Okay.
So when you get on Huddle, that's what they use to break down their game.
Okay.
Film. See, they have one. East Noble has one over there too.
Oh yeah.
And then so you have both views of the play. So they'll watch the play from end zone view, and then they'll do it from the 50 view.
Okay, and so and that just runs continuously. Okay.
And they No, I think he's snapping it per play.
Okay.
And they're numbered usually.
Oh,
so it'll
gotcha.
be like play number 1, offense will be
Got it.
01, 02, so they can go. We
Mark
scored
'em.
on offensive play 90 for the night or whatever.
Gotcha.
And
That's interesting. Didn't know that. You know, if I hang around you long enough, I'm going to be pretty darn smart.
I watched a lot of those. We'd call him. He'd come back and we would watch game film. And
Oh, the kick dropped at the 5-yard line, but picked back up and
good hit.
Boy, he got a good hit put on him. That's number 23 for East Noble. 23 is Blaine Mallett, another sophomore, 5'8", 145. Still was able to gain about 5 yards even after dropping the football. 8:52 left in this one.
First and 10 for East Noble on the 22.
Now East Noble looks like they've replaced most of their offensive side of the ball.
What year is number 1?
He's a sophomore. Bailey Perkins. Didn't we have a?
We had a Bailey
No,
Perkins.
Bailey Parker. Excuse me. We had a Bailey Perkins.
Bailey was. Wish he would have played football. He played baseball.
Yep, did a good job.
Good baseball player. Played some infield. Pitched some.
Threw a little bit. Yep.
Hit some big home runs.
Yeah.
When Colin was a junior, hit a real big one out at New Haven. That
Yep.
really.
I remember that game.
That was an intense game.
That was at New Haven, wasn't
At New Haven.
Yeah, yep. They had that young. Oh, that's ooh.
Should have been picked off.
Yeah, Mason Dehoff defending that pass, and I think if he'd anticipated just a little bit more, he might have been able to step in and pick that off. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass. 3rd and 9 for East Noble.
It's a good thing there's probably not a high school dance tonight.
Yes.
Since the curfew's at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, because it's almost 9:30. Well, we've had a couple of injuries tonight as well. That's held things up a little bit.
Throwing the ball right now, that's stopping today.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get to see too much of the Cubs game.
No, we might get to see the light. It's only in the top of the 5th, I saw. Right?
Yeah. Top of 5. Cubs 4-3, baby.
Oh, something happened. Ben Zobrist singles in the top of the 5th. 2 score. Cubs take a 4-3 lead. Boy, it would be so big if the Cubs can go in there and win 3 this weekend. That would pretty much seal the deal.
I thought I saw the magic number was 6.
Right, that's right. It was 6 going into tonight. Well, if the Cardinals keep winning, the Cubs can win. Good kick there by, boy, that was a real good kick. Favorable bounce as well. It's going to get all the way inside the Norwell 40. That's where the Knights will take over. But if St. Louis keeps winning and the Cubs keep winning, they may go right around the Brewers, and Colorado can't win a ball game right now. That could put that would be a shocker. I mean, if the Cardinals ended up getting into that wild card game at this point, there's 9 games left, I believe, after tonight. But it's cool to see. And the wild card, I wasn't a huge fan when they brought it in, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad they brought it in. I'm glad they added the second one. It's really brought, boy, I'll tell you, that kid's got a good arm. Glasgow down the left sideline. He threw that.
To 30.
Yeah, he threw that a long way. And tight spiral. He was aiming for, trying to get it to Mason Dehoff. But yeah, he threw that ball 30 to 30.
If the Cubs make it to the playoffs, would they get the wild card game, or would they have to play the Dodgers?
They would. No, they would play the Nationals.
Okay.
Because the Dodgers are going to end up with the best record. So the Dodgers will play the wild card winner. There's that little flip sweep pass thing. Mason Dehoff getting a lot of touches tonight. A lot of targets, too.
Right.
Gained about 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7. course, the first wild card who's pretty much sealed the deal, the Arizona Diamondbacks. They've had a tremendous year.
If they were in any of the other divisions, they'd be in first place.
Yeah, that's right. They got 92 wins right now, something like that.
Big run. Here we go.
That's going to be a first down. Who was that?
35. Is that Eli Riley again?
No, it's 35.
First down, Norwell.
Max Ringer. Max Ringer? He's a freshman. Is that 35? We seeing that right, Matt?
I thought that's who it was, but I don't see him in there.
Yeah, when they're out.
Yeah, that's
35. He's a freshman. Boy, the Knights, very young squad out there right now. Riley with the catch, eludes the tackle. He's got some room, but he's going to be brought down from behind. Good pursuit there by number 8.
Tackle by Swigert.
Blake Swigert.
Down, Norwell. Ball spotted on the East Noble
Another
39.
first down for the Norwell Knights as the clock now under 7 minutes to go. 43-7, East Noble with the lead. Glasgow's done a real good job tonight, Matt. Yeah, that is Max Ringer.
Yeah, I was impressed with
Ringer on the carry.
Glasgow last week when he came in.
Brought down by Smith.
A freshman running back and a sophomore quarterback.
Well, you've got sophomore
wide
slot
receiver,
back,
yep.
with D-Hoff. You've got a couple of sophomores
Riley.
on the line. Got a freshman, another freshman out there.
Yep. Now a couple of them are out right now, but Mason D-Hoff's still out there. As is Max Ringer and Blendon Glasgow. You know, I'm going to have a tough time pronouncing his name correctly over the next few years. I want to say Brendan.
Yeah.
Every time. And of course, it's Blendon with an L.
It's Belden.
Belden, excuse me. See, I can't get that right either. Can't even get the L placement correctly.
Yeah,
I'm going to have a talk with his parents.
You're going to have to mark it up on your sheet there.
I'm telling you that his name is going to be Bell real quick.
Bell, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't going to go 2 syllables.
Does he play basketball?
I don't think so. I'm not sure about that, Matt. Oh, nice touch. Oh. That was intended for Max Ringer. That was just a little bit short of him, wasn't it, Matt? 4th and 8 for the Knights.
I think the play was there.
Yeah.
He got a little pressure that he had to get rid of it just a little bit too soon.
Yeah. Belden, Glasgow. I'm going to have to practice that throughout the week. Belden, Glasgow.
There you go. Perfect.
That sound good? What do you think, Reese? Not good? Come on, man. Give me a little positive feedback here. You're killing me.
I think he's checked out.
Oh, boy, there's a long pass. And the open. Oh! That was an almost perfectly thrown football.
Yeah, I put it right on his...
Fetterspiel. I mean, he put it on his hands
right
down there at the
his
end
hands.
zone. It was... of course, the Knights have really subbed in a lot of players here. That was Fetterspiel, Drew Fetterspiel.
And what year is he?
Just another sophomore, 6'3", good size. And he has not seen many, I don't know if he's seen any touches or even targets at this level. I haven't called that name this year. Of course, I've missed a couple, but 5:02 left. East Noble takes over on downs. Ball at the 37-yard line. As East Noble's 11 looking at the sideline. They are going to run a play. Parker out into the flat and drops the football.
Picks it back up.
Gains a couple of yards. Not sure who that was in the catch. Chevy Wright with the catch and 2-yard gain. Against Fetterspiel's name called. He was in on the tackle.
Second and 8 on the 39.
You know what would be really great, Matt? if they run the football. That would be wonderful. I would love that. Way this is going, they're liable to use all their timeouts.
Don't leave. You don't want to waste them.
Well, they've only got 2 left. Or excuse me, they got 3 left. I put that up on the wrong side.
Wait, no, you just there you go.
For heaven's sake!
I mean, you can't waste them, so why not use them? You know what I'm
saying? I was joking when I said they'd use a timeout. Oh, for pity's sake! Well, we got a timeout here with East Noble only up by 36. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Well, back to action here. 4:16 left on the clock. East Noble coming out of the timeout with a high-pressure 2nd and 8 play coming up. Parker will hand it off on the sweep. That's 87, I believe, on the carry. Good fake. It's Dunley Durbin, I believe.
Mason Dehoff making another play. Another tackle for Mason, playing both sides tonight. Going to be tired tomorrow.
Yeah, he is. The speed of the game at this level versus JV is significantly faster. Do most schools, Matt, still have 3 teams? Freshman, JV? And
not unless you're a big. Most of them are just JV.
Like a C team?
The 3A schools and 2A schools are doing that C thing.
Yeah.
Your bigger schools, Homestead and Snyder, they all have
3 teams.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I know Homestead baseball has 4 teams.
And I don't understand that. I really don't. I mean, why do you have a whole team of
kids who aren't going to play?
What kids aren't going to play?
Yeah. Well, that was an interesting play. Parker trying to decide whether he was going to hand off to Heil. A little surprising, Heil's still in the game. And Norwell just tackled both of them.
87's still in there, too. He's been in the whole game.
Yeah, that's right.
He's gone.
That's Durbin.
85.
Yeah, 85's been out there a lot. Devers. McCormick's been out since about midway through the 3rd quarter. Yes, that was me yawning. Parker, a complete over the middle. That was hauled in by number 6. Gage. Oh, that was Hirschberger? No, that's Gage. No, that was Gage. Oh, Ernsberger. It's Ernsberger. Right, you've got a Harshberger and an Ernsberger. Harshberger is number 27, and he is a junior. Ernsberger is number 6, and he is a sophomore. 2:40 left. There's a running play.
Don't let him get outside.
Not a big dude running that football. That's, I believe, number 23.
23.
That is, oh my gosh, I can't hardly read that. Blaine Mallett, another sophomore. Got a ton of them.
Norwell's running in and out, a lot of guys too.
2nd and 2 with just over 2 minutes left, and it has been a joy watching them run the football here for
Here's
a few
pass.
plays. Now he's going to pass into the end zone. Dropped by Ernsberger. No, it's Ernsberger. E-R-N-S Burger with an E.
They're in Noble County, right? East Noble. That's probably
Kendallville is. That's Noble County.
West Noble and East Noble.
Right.
So.
And Central Noble.
Is there a Central Noble also?
Sure is. I think Central Noble is the smallest of the 3. Boy, Mallett, not very big, but Nice run there. They list him. Of course, he's just a sophomore. They list him at 5'8", 145, and if he's 5'8", I'm 6'2". Under 2 minutes left in this one. Another first down.
The camera?
Another first down for East Norwell. Hey, I'll tell you, handling the camera, it's hazardous duty.
You got to get carpal tunnel doing this.
That's right. Well, you got your hand kind of high.
What does Scott and Dale, will they do workers' comp?
No. No workers' comp provided. You can always file a lawsuit. And a knee is taken by Parker. I think that was just to stop the clock.
No, that'll keep the clock running.
That'll keep the clock running, that's right.
So
I get confused with the NFL football rules. Because they're all different.
Took a knee to see if he takes another one, or maybe they'll chuck one into the end zone here for
they might for good measure.
Gigs and giggles.
Well, the game clock's down to 45 seconds, so they will take another knee. As you know, it's interesting to me. Yeah, they're not going to have to run another play, I don't believe. Nope. It's interesting to me that they, even for the knee, they do the snap, the shotgun snap.
Right.
Well, both teams are lining up to shake hands at midfield. This one's going to end with a final score of East Noble 43, Norwell 7. We'll take a break, do some figuring, and be back with your stats and post-game show after these words from our sponsors.
Quarterback doesn't want to get blindsided by a linebacker, and you don't want to get blindsided by a retirement. Call Tim Steffen at Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, to schedule an appointment to plan for your retirement. Free consultation on investments, life and health insurance, Medicare supplement plans, and many more. Trust that we will work for you at Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
At Bluffton, our optometrists provide more than routine family eye care. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry are also specially trained to provide advanced treatment for eye infections, dry eyes, eye allergies, foreign body removal, and eye injuries. There are many treatments available for these eye health issues, and a treatment plan will be recommended based on your specific needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424, or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Then, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement, or are an athlete injured during a recent game, or just someone who tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans. We offer the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and can schedule you the same day you call. You can find any of our 17 Indiana Physical Therapy locations near you and know that we will assist you in getting you back to work, play, and life. Contact IPT or your physician to start your therapy today. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to the Courtyard. Post-game show here from the press box with Matt Schwartz and Reese Schwartz, who's taking it easy, doesn't have to film anything right now. But this post-game show is brought to you by Dr. Josh Bell at Corrective Chiropractic, striving to help you feel and function better with chiropractic care, located in the Dutch Mill Plaza in Bluffton. Well, this one goes to East Noble. The Knights of Norwell fall to 1-5 on the season. They'll travel to DeKalb next week up in Waterloo. We'll be up there. But let's tell you about this one from a statistical standpoint. East Noble scored the first 6 times. In the second half, they scored at the 8:31 mark of the third quarter. Drew Devers caught a 4-yard pass from McCormick. And then at the 6:36 mark, Mason Wallen blocked a punt return. And then Allen, hey, we got a name on number 89. Allen Famet.
What did you just say?
P-F-A-M-M-A-T-T-E. Famat? We'll go with Famat.
Like
but he's a good kicker. And then Norwell got on the board with, man, I can't see my own. In 8:59 of the fourth quarter, Eli Riley caught a 2-yard touchdown pass from Belden Glasgow, and then Chris Beer kicked the extra point. As a team, East Noble with 23 first downs to Norwell's 12. They rushed for 205 yards to Norwell's 78, passed for 257 to Norwell's 91. So total offense, East Noble, 66 plays, 462 yards of total offense. Norwell, 60 plays, 169 yards of total offense. Just the one turnover, that was by the East Noble Knights, as they lost a fumble. Norwell fumbled as well, but didn't lose it. Norwell punted 8 times for a 25.1-yard average. East Noble twice for 37.5. In the red zone, East Noble was 3 of 5. Norwell was 1 of 2. East Noble had 2 sacks for 8 yards of loss. Norwell 2 sacks for 16 yards of loss individually. Rushing, Andrew McCormick ended up with 81 yards on 11 carries. Dane Heil, 10 carries for 46 yards. Caden Harshberger, 4 carries for 41. For Norwell, Bryce Kelly led the way, 5 carries for 20 yards. Carson Ringer also had 20 yards on 13 carries. And Max Ringer, a name you may hear a lot over the next few years, 5 carries for 15 yards. The freshman had a nice game. Belden Glasgow also carried it 7 times for 12 yards. Passing for East Noble, Andrew McCormick, 15 of 22 for 233 yards passing. Of course, a lot of that was catch and run. Bailey Parker was 2 of 8 for 24 yards. For Norwell, Belden Glasgow, I said it right that time, 7 of 21 for 71 yards. And Joe Taylor, hopefully he'll be back next week after injuring his leg. It looked like 3 of 5 for 20 yards. He's receiving. Caden Harshberger, 6 catches for 158 yards. Drew Devers, 4 for 29. And Hayden Jones, 3 for 33. For Norwell, Eli Riley, 4 catches for 53 yards. Christian Bohada, 2 for 24. Mason Dehoff, 2 catches, with targeted a lot more than that. He was targeted 8 times. And then Carson Ringer, that was 8 yards, excuse me. And then Carson Ringer, 2 catches for 6 yards. And that will, let's talk about the defense a little bit. There we go. Got to scroll down on my phone. Leading East Noble was Kenny Cook with 11 tackles. Jordan Van Wagner had 6. Mason Wallen had 5. For Norwell, let's see here. There we go. Eli Riley, 7 tackles and a couple of assists. Cam Harris, 5 tackles. Garrison Breggy and Cole Lewison, both 3 tackles and an assist. Diego Mayorga had 3 tackles, as did Christian Bohada, Kyle Henson, and decent night by the defense. I mean, East Noble scored 43 points, but from a athletic standpoint, they certainly had the advantage, Matt.
Yeah, when you just got, when you can bring in 3 or 4 different running backs, and it's just like when you take one guy out, you're not losing anything when you bring another guy in, and that's when you have depth like that. That's nice to have when on a football team. So East Noble's a good football team. Yeah,
they're solid.
Know what you were going to get tonight. Kind of guy, I feel like kind of have some of the tougher teams out of the way now, and we should start to be able to compete now here. At least we need to.
Yeah.
There's no excuse not to compete against some of the teams that we have
coming
on down the road here.
Yep, DeKalb, Huntington North, and Columbia City. I believe that's the next 3 weeks, right?
Right.
And that's the season right there, regular season anyway. I think especially Columbia City and Huntington North, we ought to be able to compete with them. But one last thing we need to do is name a player of the game.
I think that I'm going to go with Mason Dehoff. I thought, the sophomore, first significant varsity time that he had, he was active. I mean, he dropped some balls that he probably should have caught, and he caught a couple that he probably shouldn't have. Plays hard, played both sides of the ball tonight. I'm proud of the way that he played, and I think he's going to be a big-time contributor for Norwell here. Maybe yet this year, definitely next year in his senior year. So
yeah, tough kid. I'm happy. We could name several different kids of it. Mason is a fine choice. So Mason Dehoff, your player of the game here from the Courtyard tonight. That'll do it. We appreciate you joining us here on WellsCountyVoice.com in this hot, muggy evening. We appreciate bringing you the game. For Reese Schwartz and Matt Schwartz, this is Greg Vameter saying so long, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.